Yeah, I actually do some of these today. Hi, welcome in, by the way. Epic 7, don't do arena. Yeah, I know that today it was, like, no... It was no auto thing. Like, I did it this morning. I was playing. I, like, did my autos, and I was like... I didn't get any points. I was like, what the fuck? And today, for some reason... Like, the NPC battles don't count. Oh, it's a bug? Alright, I didn't understand why they would do that. But no, I already knew and I already filled it out. Yeah, that was, it was remarkably unpleasant. Because as it turns out, there's, like, team setups that literally I can't do anything against. Just all four of them will take their turns before any of mine get to take a turn, and they'll have killed my entire party before I get to do anything. It was remarkably unpleasant to have that happen. I suppose part of it was unluck, because just ADS's counters never went off. But, did not like that. Did not like it. No. They've been just giving out these. And I have 3 of these. Yeah, I know, I was just looking at a game. I took my mouse off of it to stop looking at it. I'm aware I'm not to get it yet. But I can do these, not care. Always dodge cleave when you were climbing up to champ for the first time, couldn't anti-cleave. Makes sense.
I think
I'm real good at breaking stall comps, but I'm real bad at recognizing what the comp is before I go in.
You can't
I just don't know what all the characters do. I know what all my characters do. Mostly.
I'll show you my ability.
Though admittedly, I think if I saw my own setup versing it, I'd be very confused and not know how to actually beat it.
Prepare yourself.
Just like all other setups. Yeah, Challenger 3, which I'm to understand is just okay. Alright, we're gonna finish off what the elves were doing that is significantly less interesting, but apparently has way higher stakes than what the vampire hunters were doing. Pick it up with time. It's a lot of, I don't know what she does, but I'm gonna go in, followed by what the fuck early on. Yeah, I definitely had that moment of, I wonder what that team comp does. Oh, I don't get to play, that's what that comp does. Good to know. Chapter 10, Meaning of Imperfection. You've been staring into the distance for a while now. Just worried because he's out of my sight. You attached to that kid or something? I don't think you have to worry about him. Leia, how are you feeling? After some rest, I'm feeling a bit better. Don't worry, I can take care of myself now. The pain is becoming more frequent. All I know about what I'm going through is that Famir has something to do with it. I don't need to bring it up and make everyone worry, not when I have no idea how to fix it. You must know something. And I heard this from Brigitte, but apparently there's an important spell written on Fenris's mother's belongings that he carries with him that can dispel Noyce's barriers. And that the spell is intentionally transcribed in a convoluted manner, so that Fenris is the only one capable of deciphering it. The two of them have a secret code? Since his mother was the one who told him about the Tree of Genesis, I'm sure she must have taught him magic as well. Anyway, Famir and the others won't be able to do anything to Fenris until they decipher the spell. In Champ and Above, Cleave doesn't exist. People in Champ and Above are familiar enough with the game to know Harsetti exists, which is a free win against Cleave. Noted. Yeah, I noticed that for climbing, in theory, what I should be doing is making a counter to whatever their defense setup is. My own team seems to do decently well on defense. Not perfect, but I don't get challenged much, and when I do, I seem to win. So I think I'm okay on my defense team. At least for where I'm at. That's true. He's the type to clam up if they treat him harshly. Well, that's that then, right? Let's not let ourselves get distracted by anything else and focus on our goal. Arya, I'm not sure we're going in the right direction anymore. What are you talking about? Originally our goal was to find the Tree of Genesis in order to gain wisdom that we could use to counter a celestial threat. On our way here, it occurred to me. It's true we need to stop Famir from monopolizing it. If Famir needs Fenris for a plan, we might also need his help to find the Tree of Genesis. But as I dwell on what we've learned about the Tree of Genesis, I'm beginning to doubt whether we'll be able to get the results we're hoping for. Honestly, been having the same doubts ever since the incident in Equilibria. Why is that? What Fenris read from that document was true, and those who received help from the Tree of Genesis end up going berserk. Something bad happened to Famir when she was trying to reach the Tree of Genesis, judging from how she's immersed herself in research since then. Can't you sense how dangerous this might be? Not to mention the face that we don't... The fact. I know T and E are a bit close on the keyboard, but that's something your proofreader should have noticed. The fact that we don't have any background in magical theory like Famir. The rest said the World Tree and the Tree of Genesis would certainly help us. And the vampires succeeded in evolving. Seems you all don't know what happened to them afterward, do you? Well, those vampire slayers told me about it. Of course, they are stronger than humans, and there's still some stragglers. But compared to their former glory, wouldn't be an exaggeration to say they've nearly gone extinct. Apparently, all the vampire lords lost control and went missing long ago. The magical energy of the remaining vampires is also growing weaker every day. They all met a pretty bad end. Is that so? I don't really know anything about the Tree of Genesis. Doesn't it seem like anyone who had contact with it met a mysterious end? Are you sure about all this, Arya? You sure we've chosen the right path? That the Tree of Genesis will actually help us? I'm not sure. And I doubt whether the wisdom is true. I don't think those trees exist for the sake of our world. I'm afraid that the Tree of Genesis might put us in even greater danger. It'd be really funny and really morbid if Rast was at the World Tree right now and it's like, no, don't try to talk to the other tree. It's a dick. Like, just an asshole. Shit, really? Yeah. Crap, I sent like 6 people to deal with that. They're struggling. They're definitely struggling, whatever they're doing there. Ah, damn it. Should I go? Nah. Okay. The sacred power. A transcendental being. Are they truly on our side? What do we do now? If what that kid said and your assumptions are true, our seeking the Tree of Genesis to gain knowledge to save the world will have been for naught.
Well, should we give up here then?
No, we should keep moving forward. Huh? We could say the wisdom given by the Tree of Genesis is a transcendental power, one that evolves organisms and bestows them with incredible life force. But it has a critical side effect, making things lose control and go on a rampage. However, Famir has carried out extensive research on the Tree of Genesis, as well as experiments that cause side effects on others. So maybe she was studying to find a way to take the power without any side effects. But then one day, she up and attacks humans, abducts Fenris, and makes haste for the tree. What do you think that implies?
We must have finished preparing to try to achieve her old dream again.
Transcendental power without drawbacks, or, in other words, perfection. And Famir is trying to monopolize that power to fulfill her own ambitions. It's clear her ultimate goal isn't to benefit the world with her research. Now we have a new goal of our own. Let's continue. Towards solidarity.
Really okay? Are you really okay, Sir Ragnvald?
How many more times must I say I'm okay before you stop asking? I'm sick of it.
It's dangerous to keep chasing Famir like this. We're simply worried about you. Sir Ragnvald, you're no match for Famir. While looking for Fenris, you were nearly slain by Famir's attacks.
I fucking noticed.
If I wasn't there, it could have been the end of you.
You must be feeling better now, huh?
Yes. My wounds have begun to heal thanks to the rest.
Great. Once we disembark the ship, I need you to check if Famir's ship has arrived before us.
Me?
You said you're worried because I'm no match for Famir. Instead of relying on your incompetent boss, you should check it out for yourself.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Doesn't he understand sarcasm? Has Lord Bragg arrived?
The landing of the port, I saw a royal vessel. Sure Lord Bragg is on board. However, saw another ship not far from it that appeared to be from Skugaheim.
I'm sure those Nadalon guys and the humans are on it. Guess we're a little late trying to chase Famir. We must find Lord Bragg before they run into each other. At this rate, the misunderstanding between them could worsen.
What about him? Are we going to wait?
Whatever, he can find us later. If you're worried that much, just stay and watch the ship.
Didn't you say we should check for Famir's ship?
There's no need. Whether she arrived before or after us, she knows this area already, so she'll be ahead of us.
Understood. Why didn't you tell me? Since when have you been contacting Her Majesty in secret?
Does it really matter when? Everything turned out the way it did?
Maybe you're right. Deep down, I knew it. I've always admired Her Majesty and wanted to work for her, not for me. Still, I trusted in your integrity, hoping you would always speak the truth. At least I wanted to believe you would be upfront with me. Never once did I think you would deceive us for your own personal gain.
That's odd.
What is?
Perhaps I do deserve to be punished for disrespecting you. But isn't it Come on. Come on. Wouldn't it be beneficial, or isn't it beneficial? One or the other. You fused them. Wouldn't it be beneficial for you as well if I stand by Her Majesty's side? I thought you were working for Her Majesty's cause. You say I'm doing it for personal gain? Why do you sound disappointed? As if I've been anything but forthcoming with you. Is it somehow wrong or deceitful for me to work for Her Majesty? You don't trust her, do you? I always suspected as much. Never were very good at deception. Which is exactly why I excluded you. I'm going to keep working that way.
I don't care what you think of me. All I want is the peace in Skugaheim. And regarding that matter, I'm certain we're on the same page. Now, I'm going to meet the Grand Priestess. You're ready to open the gate to the garden. You should escort Her Majesty. It is the last order I will give you as your superior.
I think I'm going to faint.
I'll protect you. No destiny can stop me!
You true love. Papa loves me.
Prove your worth. Attack.
Okay. You can't close your eyes. Yes.
If I must fight,
Let me know about everything. Hold me till I can breathe.
I desire your flesh.
There we go. Benny go nyom.
Give Benny all your blood. Give it to me. Paralyze me with your love. I think I'm going to faint.
should we get started?
I smell living. Don't let them escape.
Okay. Papa's going to eat his food today.
None of you.
Believe in you.
You don't get a turn, because you're lame and stupid and a beaver.
I'll protect you.
True love. Let me know about my fate.
Now just a big ass bear.
I love you. Stay with me. I think I'm going to faint. Do my song. I'll do my best. Shine free.
All right, let's do this. Take this!
Got him. You sure we're going the right direction? You still don't trust me, do you? You got us lost a few times before. How can I trust you? You've never even been here before. According to the compass is the right direction. Said it was northwest, right? That path is... that path that way... It's a weird way to say that. It's getting darker and darker. Like, cut out that way, just... That path is getting darker and darker. I have a bad feeling. The Garden of Noise is past the dark road. Yeah, you scared me. I didn't expect to run into you first. You didn't follow us, did you? Come on, you're overestimating your worth a bit. Hang around with you for my own reasons. I'm not interested in... Hold on a moment. If I let them pass and they run into Lord Brigg, things will turn ugly before I even get a chance to share. Come on. This is like the least proofread chapter so far. What Fenris told me. Maybe this is for the better. I'll just accompany them and reassure Lord Bragg. Oh, consider me sorry about what happened in the city center. I'm in charge of patrolling and managing the public order, so I couldn't help it. Don't know if I saw. There's a PvP event starting on Saturday. Celebrate the start of the EWC prelims. I probably saw it and didn't think much of it, because, you know, I'm still not very PvP savvy. What's with your suspicious change in attitude? Trying to fool us with nonsense again so you can get a jump on us. Come on, there's no need to be so alarmed. Hear me out first. Not on duty or anything, just want to be on good terms with you. Because I met Fenris on the way here. What?
Where? How's he doing?
Met him on the Shadow Elves Island. Must have arrived here by now. Don't worry, all his limbs were well attached to his body, and during the brief glance I stole, he was yelling at Famir. Came here as a favor to him. Make friends with you all, and to persuade Lord Bragg. Okay, I can tell you're skeptical, but I can't talk to you if you keep staring a hole in my face like that.
You'll have to forgive us. We've been betrayed so many times since we came to this continent.
What Fenris asks you such a favor? Let me explain to you where I stand. We need Fenris's help. Sure you already know why he matters, since you were with him. Honestly, we weren't at all interested in you. Then you appeared suddenly and took Fenris away, spouting off about the Tree of Genesis. Lord Bragg decided to chase you all to the north, to make Fenris nervous and make you find his mother's belongings or whatever. Once we found those belongings that are said to work as a key, along with Fenris, we're going to execute you according to regulation. Then Fenris refused to cooperate because Lord Bragg attacked you. Said you were the reason he changed his mind. Anyway, you must be important to him, so I have no choice but to listen to him.
Said that?
Personally, I liked how he told us to step outside the box and abandon our old orthodox mindset. I was starting to feel uncomfortable with how Lord Bragg threatened colleagues and so stubborn, fixated on his obsessions and outdated great causes.
Sounds like him.
So I told him to forget about Lord Bragg and join forces with me. What do you say? Would you also work with me instead of Lord Bragg?
How are we supposed to trust you? You've already tricked us so many times with your smooth talking.
Huh. In that case, let me tell you a secret as collateral. Seriously despise the royal court. Especially that greedy, arrogant woman, Parsetti. If I could, I'd cut out her silver tongue and get Pernilla out of there. So, I'm going to take this chance to finally stab that mad woman in the back, using Lord Bragg. Oh, is that why you didn't comply with Her Majesty at the port? If I ever betray you, go ahead and share what I just told you with someone else. I'll be executed on the spot for insulting our sovereign.
Good idea, it works for me.
Now that we've decided to team up, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Do you see my sister Pernilla on the way here?
No, we haven't seen her since we shook you off at the harbor while you two were fighting.
Huh. Okay.
Ragnvald continues to probably be my favorite new character. What? I gotta be honest, I didn't expect to see any of the vampire characters again.
Oh, no, that makes sense.
She was a spy for Harsetti, but she's kind of deciding if she still is or not.
You came as promised. There's the kissing wolves.
If you don't see it, ask your parents. You shouldn't be in here if you need to talk to your parents about it. Ignore me!
Your Majesty, I've been waiting for you. Seeing as you're here at the appointed time, I presume our plan was successful? Now that we've met, I'd like to hear about what's going on in more detail. Of course, Your Majesty. You'll be pleased to hear the descendants of the Vampire Lords have all been dispatched. They won't be a threat to you anymore.
Okay, she's already just straight up lying to her.
Following your advice, I successfully trapped Cain. The secret passage opened when his blood was well absorbed into the floor. I knew it. Could sense this land's quickening suddenly destabilize, and Nois's mana has grown weaker. It won't be long until the Tree of Genesis fully awakens. While that was happening, some kids managed to jump into the passage, but they're a bunch of nobodies. They won't be a threat to you. I see.
That wasn't the pause of someone who's happy to hear that.
Yes, and as you suspected, that human temple must have also served as a seal, locking and strengthening Nois's barrier. Seeing how a vampire like me could easily pass through the barrier after the passage was opened with Cain's blood. Because the temple the humans cherished, the Passage of Beginnings, was built with the support of the Shadow Elves. Nois and the former sovereigns, who hold the Tree of Genesis dear, wouldn't have given the temple away for free. But for that temple to be protected by the Tree of Genesis, it must surely be in contact with its roots. So it must have reacted when the blood of a vampire lord touched the tip of its roots. That's why. I had no idea, since it's not something that the public would know about. I've certainly been looking ahead, Your Majesty. You did an excellent job as well. I knew you wouldn't betray me. I'll never be able to find a subject as loyal as you. I only did what I had to do. Now, maybe it's time. Of course, you deserve a handsome reward. This is a great honor, Your Majesty. You've lived up to my expectations with loyalty exceeding all others. You chose to bind yourself and handed me the leash, even if that meant being shunned and abandoned by your own kind, or having to betray against your will, all for the sake of my plan. With my sincere respect and gratitude, I will now grant you the absolute and honorable freedom I promised from the beginning. I appreciate your kind words, Your Majesty. This is all I could ever...
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Huh? That was a perfectly silent cut. You've made impressive progress. But the angle was a little off. Did you hesitate at the last moment? You must keep training. I'm afraid Elvira will have to suffer now for a while. My apologies, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, why? Was my present a surprise? Not to the audience. Your Majesty, you lied to me. No way. A sovereign's promise must hold great bear the weight of their dignity and integrity. That's why I gave you absolute and honorable freedom, just as I promised. There's no freedom as complete as death. Bullshit! That is not freedom, and you know it. Death for one sovereign is most the honorable... They didn't proofread this chapter fucking even a little bit! Little subject could hope for. Your Majesty... Your mission ends here. I regard your dedication and honor most highly. You may now close your eyes and rest peacefully, Elvira.
What a bitch. There's not even a good reason to do that.
You can't close your eyes. Yes!
There's not really a benefit to doing that.
Burn away the evil.
Found
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Attack.
Yes, Benny, all your love.
That.
Give it to me. Paralyze me with your love. I'm scared. Yep.
If I must fight.
This spell today. Till I can breathe no more.
I smell living creatures.
Okay. I think I'm going to faint. True love.
Chomp.
Should we get started?
Prove your worth. Don't let them escape.
Yes, Benny, all your love. Feel it. Papa loves me. You can't close
There
your
we go.
eyes. Yes.
If I must fight. This won't be an easy fight.
I desire your
Attack.
flesh.
Okay.
Certainly.
Today. I believe in you, Papa.
Chomp.
I'm scared. Go away.
I'll protect you.
Let me know about my family. Hold me till I can breathe no more. Papa's going to eat his spell today. Give it to me. Paralyze me with your love.
Doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-ba-doo.
Faint. To my song. This is my stage. Gentlemen, let's shine.
Let's do this. I hope you're ready.
Found. Don't let them escape.
Let's
Your Majesty, there you are. Were you looking for me? Based on the look on your face, I assume you have news to share. Braig said that. Yes, it seems he's unwilling to comply. It'd be best to keep an eye on him. The hell's your stake in this, Revna? You should have known. Did you only just realize that? I beg your pardon? It's been quite a while since he began defying me. He's such a bad liar, it's hard not to notice it. And that's why I asked you to keep an eye on Braig. You know everything. That's not quite true. I'm not a god. Not yet. I do not know everything. I simply make assumptions and find the truth for myself. Still, it's impressive how you managed to find answers that way. But if I gain absolute power today, there'll come a day when my thoughts become reality. Only then will I become a truly omniscient being. Save your admiration for that day. Now let's go outside. Keep up the good work until that day comes. I mean, go inside, bleh. Of course, Your Majesty. Do my best. Actually, I took care of the commander. Braig can easily be frightened. He'll chicken out when he's outnumbered. And to him, Fenris must be a key resource. However, do you think he can persuade Fenris to side with him when all he's ever learned from the former sovereign was coercion and obstinacy? No, and that definitely will not work against Famir. Let our cowardly prince waste his time and effort. After today, he'll never get a chance to get back on his feet again. And today will be the last day I enjoy entertainment as a mortal. Soon I will become an absolute, sublime being. Noyes, ever since I received your divine revelation as a child, I've done my utmost. This outfit is so much better than her normal look. I've done everything to follow your command at all costs. As you said, I'm fated to reach the highest places. Believe it's the only way to fill this unknown void that I've had for so long time. Such a long time. Come on! Although I came from humble beginnings, I overcame every obstacle and obtained mighty power. But why do I still feel so empty? Why am I still thirsty for something I can't even identify? Am I still not enough? Of course, I shouldn't have expected much. I don't recall when I first or last heard the voice of Spirit Lord Noyes. When I first visited the Garden of Noyes as a child, I heard the voice that's said to be heard only by someone with a special destiny. What I remember so vividly is the admiration I received from people, as I was the girl who heard the voice that even priests are seldom blessed with hearing. I've been visiting this place for quite a while now, relying on my fading memory. Will I ever be able to hear the voice again? Is this as far as my fate takes me? But I haven't even been able to fill the void yet.
You haven't reached it yet. Huh? Rise above. Climb up the hills until you reach the top. Take your place up there where you belong. Reach the perfect place and realize the meaning of your existence. Only then will your emptiness be filled with new determination. Surely it's not just all in my head, is it? The voice sounded exactly the same. Does that mean I'm still the chosen one? That's a relief. The perfect place and new determination. You finished praying? Yes, priest. I was able to pull myself together thanks to your consideration. That's a relief then. Things in the royal court. Complicated, as always. Yes, but... I'm curious how Prince Braig is doing. Have you seen him recently? I run into him sometimes whenever I visit the royal palace. Why do you ask? Oh right, he's your son. I forgot about that, my apologies.
It's kind of complicated, but I haven't been able to pay a visit myself lately. Is it because of His Majesty? No, I guess maybe this is Mom then? Maybe I'm crossing the line here, but recently, there's been a rumor that the Sovereign is preventing you from meeting the Prince. Is that true? Is that why you're so worried about your son? Can never seem to fool you, Commander. Please do not tell anyone. Because his dad was killed by the current Sovereign. Climb up the hills until you reach the top where you truly belong. If so, do you want me to check on him? Righteous cause. Going with a brag this time. Act 3. Righteous course. Been a while, Scylla. Indeed. I almost forgot how you look. Sorry, I've been very busy lately. You used to make time to pay a visit no matter how busy you were, remember? Well, I guess it's all in the past now. It goes all the way back to when our master was still alive. Oh, I received your letter, by the way. It was quite a hassle to read because I had to hide it from the believers. There were some unexpected things written in there. Are you serious? What are you thinking, leaking all Her Majesty's plans? You planning for another coup? Coup. That sounds too lofty and vicious. Doesn't suit me. No, it's more like starting to have doubts about the great cause I've been pursuing so far. Come to think of it, you look worn out. Even more so than before. Not still struggling, are you? What do you mean? You know, between what our master taught us, the determination of the royal court, and your battles with yourself. Honestly, ever since you changed after going through a hard time in the royal court, I've been afraid you'd abandon the future of Skukaheim that we dreamed of together. But after the master passed away and I succeeded him, it was heartbreaking to think that I wouldn't be able to have genuine conversations with you anymore. As the Grand Priestess who's in charge of protecting the Garden of Noyes, I had to remain neutral. Therefore, I waited for Her Majesty's ambition to become more apparent, hoping you would start doubting her. Majesty's ambition? You know something about it? Well, Don't worry too much, Master. Sure, Bragg is doing just fine in the royal court. I hope so. Why would you say that? Isn't he your proud son who excels in his studies and everything else? I've always trusted Bragg more than anyone else. And I do too. Not that I don't understand your feelings since you have to send him far away. Scylla, no matter how intelligent and talented a person might be, they're bound to waver under harsh conditions. Harsh conditions? I met Brieg recently. I treated him harshly, worried that my warm-hearted boy might not be able to maintain his determination as a prince. Now I regret it. His eyes, the empty look on his face. I just can't seem to get over it. You must have heard of it too, right? Lately, the royal court. Yes. Apparently His Majesty is becoming more and more capricious as the days go by. They're rushing with the successor training as well. Training is so harsh that even some nobles are concerned about it. But isn't it all part of his trial to endure as the successor to the throne? Still hope he won't lose his good-hearted nature and good moral compass, as I believe those will remind him of his righteous beliefs later when he ascends the throne. If the look on his face showed the hidden truth of the royal court, I'm nothing more than a bad What? What? They said Brieg's father was executed for defying orders. And Brieg became a... What? Did they forget their own plot? What the fuck is happening then? Force his own son to walk into despair. When I turn back time and ask myself if the decision I made was the right one. Was just everyone lying that day? Fucking why? Master. Commander just left the prayer room. No, you're right. Let me see her out. You finished praying? Yeah, we saw this part. Their Majesty has been planning to take advantage of me since then. Couldn't say anything to you because I wasn't sure, nor did I have the courage to doubt her. And after reading your letter and going through what happened today, maybe I was right. Sorry I didn't tell you earlier. After all this time, why now? Wait, what do you mean what happened today? Received a report that there have been intruders here and there. I was planning to bolster security, but then Her Majesty's upcoming visit made things complicated. According to your letter, it seems Her Majesty actually needs those intruders herself. So even if we try to stop them, Her Majesty would likely command us to open the gate, right?
Maybe you're right.
The garden and Noyes would fall into disarray.
Probably.
And what will you do? What are you going to do about the Tree of Genesis? Surely Her Majesty will awaken the tree and cause some serious trouble.
If I can't stop her, I'll at least need to interrupt.
You even considering not awakening it?
I don't have the answer yet.
You can't close your eyes.
If I must fight, Son of Light, burn!
I'll show you true love. I love you. Stay with me forever.
Prove your worth. This one.
Seriously,
Okay.
what do you mean the priest is his father? Or is that before he got executed? But Brieg shouldn't have been the prince yet, if that was the case. Did they forget their own timeline halfway through writing it?
Should we get started? This won't be an easy fight.
If an angel sing, I'll wrap you up too.
I smell living creatures. Attack.
You know about my fate. I believe in you, Papa. I'll show you true love.
Get rid of this thing first.
Papa loves me. I think I'm going to faint.
Get him.
I'll protect you.
Found you. Don't let them escape.
Okay.
Yeah, still ain't gonna do much there.
Papa's going to eat his crown today. Hold me.
Still ain't gonna do much here either.
Breathe. No more scared. Hello?
If I must fight,
This was true love.
Huh? Lord Brieg!
Ragnvald? What are you doing with them? What happened to Famir?
Well, about that. I have something to tell you.
Wait, aren't they the fugitives? What are you doing here? How dare you step foot in this sacred place? Seems our names haven't been cleared yet.
They communicate with each other at all? It was just bad timing. Fine, let me clear up the misunderstanding. Wait, will you guys wait like 3 seconds while your commanding officer talks? No?
All your love. Give it. Give it to me. Paralyze me with your love. You can't close your eyes. Listen. To my song. Listen to me sing. Shine free.
all right, let's do this. Take this!
I desire your flesh. Prove your existence. With your blood and anguish. Prove your attack.
Okay.
Yay. Have you calmed down?
The Ragnvald, why do you take their side? Disappointing you, Ragnvald. How dare you turn your back on our commander and us?
They haven't calmed down a bit.
Silence.
Now return to your positions. Let me check on what's going on here, you goddamned idiots.
Understood. So, what do you have to say to me, Ragnvald?
Well, I did follow Famir, as you instructed, Lord Bragg. He was with Fenris. I'm sure Famir took him.
So you met Fenris. Did you persuade him?
He's perfectly fine. He's pretty good at dealing with Famir, though I'd say I failed to persuade him for now.
For now?
Actually, he suggested you should let go of that old closed-off mindset if you really need his help.
What?
I think what he meant is we should break free from the old methods where we make unnecessary sacrifices for the sake of our outdated principles. Honestly, I've been persuaded. We don't have to be like them to achieve our justice. They're the guests who carry a sense of justice that encompasses our world. We should end this tradition of collective punishment where we execute people to enforce our own rules.
What am I supposed to do then? What does he want?
It seems he doesn't want the Tree of Genesis to awaken. Anything, he seems to want to seal it away. Said that only then will we be able to stop the desires for transcendental power, put an end to this hell and pain.
Tree of Genesis has become a double-edged sword.
But as you all know, the Tree of Genesis is the most important thing to us Shadow Elves. It provides us with wisdom, civilization, and mana. We've been dependent on the Tree of Genesis from the beginning. The Tree of Genesis was asleep. Not only did the development of our magical civilization decelerate, but our influence and dignity also diminished.
That last one's your own fault.
It'd be dangerous if the Tree of Genesis fully awakens right now, but if it never awakens, we'd have to find a new method. A new method? The reason my father left this land and decided to settle in Nadalon was not due to something trivial like treachery. It was to devote himself to resolving conflicts in a new land, to build up strength and a new civilization for the sake of our kind's prosperity. While it's true he faced many hardships and conflicts along the way, his dream came true. We become strong enough to survive without the protection of Noyes and the Tree of Genesis. Now we're able to coexist with humans and other races in harmony. Through no fault of your own. Now we're all united as one, searching for ways to save the world beyond our race or continent of origin. We're here for that same reason. I once considered my father's determination to be nothing but hollow idealism and romanticism. I was also consumed by the conceit that we're fundamentally superior beings. In the end of the day, we're all just creatures with egos. Not beings who leech off the root of the tree, obsessed with the primal root and perfection. We have our own free will, capable of cutting off rotting sections of root to make room for fresh growth. Blah. The reason you're obsessed with the Tree of Genesis is that you're afraid to admit you've grown weaker after losing the root. You must strive for new development. That is a run-on sentence. You gotta put a break in there somewhere. Proofread. Am I wrong? Well, come to think of it, it's not like we're doomed just because the Tree of Genesis is asleep.
Right. And you also come to gain wisdom from the Tree of Genesis? Originally, yes. Seeing how things turn out on your continent, I don't think it's necessarily the right method. If anything, I feel like the Tree of Genesis might be the being that brings chaos to the world. Moreover, I don't trust Noyes for neglecting Horacia no matter what happens.
Yeah, isn't it really cool and nuanced to the writers that the only one of the Spirit Lords who, turned out to be a straight-up antagonist was the Shadow one? Isn't that great and cool from a writing perspective that Shadow equals bad? I've been on the longest goddamn diatribe. Like, throughout all of my Metroid Prime 2 playthrough, I was complaining about how basic this is. How much more you can do with that as a concept. shadow and darkness equal evil. All other elements equal good, except for certain individuals who might wield them. Now, I think there's good people who use shadow. It doesn't do that. But still, that the, like, arbiter of that element is an antagonist is... It's not a good look. It's really not. As far as I know, the other Spirit Lords usually seem to love and care for their lands. Let me open up the garden. Huh? You being serious? Do you listen to what I said to you? You saying we should wake the tree? If that's the case, I'm sure Her Majesty would. Whether we grow a new one or keep the original, our priority is to cut off the rotten part. Let's lure them in and eliminate any threats. Figuring out how to deal with the Tree of Genesis can wait. If his intention was not to wake the Tree of Genesis, he could have just kept silent. I assume Fenris suggested such an offer to me because he thinks similarly. It's too dangerous. If something ever happens to you, or if Arceti gets what she wants. We keep neglecting the rotten part, we'll end up wasting our time. Arceti will only become meticulous. Our city will always strive to achieve her goal, no matter how long it takes, so calamity is inevitable. We have no other option. But... Arceti's overestimating herself and doesn't trust others. Sure, she doesn't even trust Famir. Knowing Famir, she must be dissatisfied with how she's being treated. As Arceti suspects her and tries to take advantage of her, while attempting to monopolize the power. Seeing how Arceti hasn't left Famir yet and continues to deal with her, she must be expecting something from her. While Famir is up to something, she can be quite simple-minded. If Fenris is aware this manages to lure her, things could easily change. Was she simple-minded? Justice that breaks away from outdated traditions. The possibility of achieving new development. I want to count on them. The peace and well-being that those values will bring to our kind. Now you understand our true motivation. Whoa, who are you, Commander? What made you change your mind? Eat something that gone bad, or was the seasickness just too severe? It's just that I want to trust myself a little more and be brave just like them. Will this change of mind bring me closer to your noble cause, Father? Yep, back to Famir. Seems no one has come this far yet. You weren't bluffing when you said you know your way around here. I thought you were going to lock me up somewhere and torture me since you took me to all these strange places. You always have too many doubts. You're too picky with others because you can't even trust yourself. If you weren't Seneca's son, I would have just... Just what? Treated you just as well. That was weird. I'm actually very interested by Famir's character because I can't tell if she's lying or wrong about how she feels. Like, I genuinely believe that she doesn't understand these emotions. But that was such a weird thing to say. Where's the temple? Huh? It's right here. What are you talking about? This place is the Temple of the Shadow Elves and the dwelling of the Spirit Lord Noyes, the Garden of Noyes. What? This place? This doesn't look like a temple at all. It looks like a closed garden, doesn't it? That's why this temple is called the Garden of Noyes. And unlike how it may appear, this place is actually indoors. You might not feel that way because it's connected to the densely wooded forest. This is what the shrine looks like. I couldn't really picture it when I read the description in the book. So quiet in here, don't you think? We must be the first ones to arrive. I took the fastest route through the forest. Others might take quite a while to arrive because they'll need the Grand Priestess's permission to enter through the main gate.
I mean, we entered this place illegally.
Who cares? Just follow me this way. Meow.
Act 4. New final study. Where is this place? Oh my god.
How should I know?
What should we do now? Didn't expect to stand up in a place like this.
How was I supposed to know?
Everything is new to me. This passage I've never even heard of before, and this invisible, unidentified energy that draws people in. Wait, this place really the Garden of Noise where the Tree of Genesis is? No way! This is something new to record. I mean, we've just discovered a whole new world.
You're so loud.
How can you act so calm and collected in this mysterious place where we can't predict what's going to happen next? Could this be the rationality of the Vampire Lord? You sense anything as the inheritor of the Vampire Lord?
There's no such thing. Honestly, it took me by surprise.
Your overdramatic reactions make me stay calm.
Oh. So be quiet and think about what we should do next. Let me take a look around. I need to know where we are. Meow. This way.
Everywhere looks exactly the same.
So, they're finally gonna meet up? I was fully convinced they were just gonna stay separate the whole time. It almost feels like a maze, doesn't it? Our ancestors must have purposely designed it this way to hide and protect the Tree of Genesis. There's a record that it was Nois's request at the time.
How shady. Perfectly suits their title as the Dark Spirit Lord.
Oh, you might want to be careful about what you say. Noise could be listening to us right now. Noise's dark energy is dominant in this area. They directly govern this place. With their twisted nature, who knows what they'd do to you if they found out you were talking behind their back?
You're one to talk.
I've already been punished once. Listen, so I found a way to deal with them, and I'm not that afraid anymore.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's only natural you don't, because it's something you get to realize once you see the Tree of Genesis yourself.
Sure, I guess.
Haste, you slow down a little.
Told you to wait. Why are you keep following me? No proofreading.
The place is too vast and full of hazards for a human like me. If I don't have a proper method to protect myself, you should keep me safe.
Coward, who told you to tag along?
Not like I wanted to come. I was dragged here by this unknown
Huh?
Oh.
Haste, they're shadow elves.
A human and a vampire?
You can tell?
What are they doing here? Surely they mustn't have come through the main gate while Scylla was on watch.
Thought Noise had strengthened the barrier to keep humans and vampires away. How did they? Came through the Passage of
Let us introduce ourselves first. We're from the Passage of Beginnings, a temple where humans serve the Tree of Genesis. Leaving documents after investigating the world is part of my job as a scholar, so in order to examine the Tree of Genesis thoroughly, we sneaked in. Mere human like yourself, aiming for the Tree of Genesis?
Well, not exactly. Let's say it's more like an adventure, risking my own life to examine it from up close. Told me you were dragged by a strange energy against your will.
So you're after the power of the tree as well. Fortunately, I can't stand anyone who gets in my way. Can't let you off the hook.
Huh? You're not gonna kill us, are you?
Are you really asking?
Before anything else, at least let me explain. I'm not here to ask the Tree of Genesis to share its power with us. I heard a voice and came over to see what was going on. Simply tagged along.
I didn't simply tag along. I was here anyway. I wanted to investigate this place.
What are they trying to say?
How did you enter this place?
Well, there was a huge fight at the Passage of Beginnings. The Vampire Lord was defeated.
Now, the remaining Vampire Lord, Cain, tried to find the direct passage connected to the Tree of Genesis, but failed because he died. And as his blood was absorbed into the floor, Passage of Beginnings detected the presence of the Vampire Lord and suddenly created a new passage. It was the one Cain had been searching for. Hastened into the passage, and this powerful, unknown energy pulled me into it. According to my highly precise assumption, think the passage was only for those who were chosen by the Tree of Genesis. You still haven't answered my question. I'm trying my best to explain. I don't know how we ended up here. When I first came to my senses, I noticed a small crack in what appeared to be a virtual wall. I think we fell through that crack, but it disappeared while I was looking around. Is that the barrier mentioned? There's a crack in the barrier? So, the mana flow of this temple was disrupted when the passage opened, causing the state of the tree below the floor to become unstable. You can feel that? This looks like a normal floor to me. There's no way the tree became unstable just because a passage was created from the human's temple. That temple must be under the control of the Tree of Genesis and Noise as well. The Tree of Genesis became unstable, which means that its recovery has been delayed more than expected because it's been wasting mana for a long time. It needs more mana and decided to lure in the vampires. And when the passage opened up in the human's temple, the root connected to the temple got a shock as a result of the battle. The foundation of the tree connected to the root, which is holding the power of the tree. To the root. Oh, not was, just connected to the root. Was shaken while it hadn't been fully recovered. Only natural the Berry of Noise was also shaken, as it is dependent on the Tree of Genesis. That's what happened. Everything makes perfect sense.
Hey, what's got you thinking so deeply?
Fenris, I think I just came up with a brilliant idea.
Brilliant idea?
Yeah, maybe it'll benefit us both. My assumptions are correct and this method works. Seneca, I won't have to let you down any longer just to achieve my goal.
I think I'm going to faint. Yes!
Should we get started? Purifying flame.
What's Pamir getting at here?
Burn away the evil.
I smell
This
living
one.
creatures.
Need help?
Want to know about my family? I love you. Stay with me.
All right, let's do this.
I'm scared.
Yeah, view your health back, ADS. There we go.
True love. I'll wrap you up
I desire
Don't let
your
them
flesh.
escape.
Ten. You can't close your eyes.
I'll protect you. Here.
All right.
Yes, baby. All your love. Papa's going to eat his food.
Yeah, blue.
Feel it. Papa loves me. I think I'm going to faint.
If I must fight.
Attack.
I'll show you true love. I believe in you, Papa. I'm scared.
Should we get started?
Yes, baby. All your love. Hold me till I can breathe no more. Want to know about my family? I love you. Stay with me. You can't close your eyes. Listen. To my song. I will shine. Ladies and gentlemen, let's shine.
Let's do this. I hope you're ready.
Okay.
Dead. The Tree of Genesis really exists in here? Yup. And you're the only one who saw it for yourself among the Shadow Elves. Yup. Kane said even vampire lords couldn't reach the real Tree of Genesis themselves. I mean, you're the only one among everyone in the world? Probably. What does it look like? Is it really a tree? According to an ancient tome, the Tree of Genesis isn't actually a tree, but a virtual existence. Never mind, I don't need to ask any questions. I guess I'll just have to follow you and see the tree for myself. I'm gonna reveal the true nature of the Tree of Genesis, become the most renowned scholar in Eurasia. You have no boundaries, do you? You know I'm a shadow elf, not a human, right? Of course. But wisdom transcends racial boundaries. Distinguishing a race is meaningless in the presence of universal wisdom. I kept him alive only because I thought he'd be helpful to for my new method. But he's such a hassle. In fact, I've been developing my own theories about the tree Genesis. I believe it's closely related to the world tree of Britannia. Have you heard of the continent called Britannia? It's quite far from Eurasia. Another tree there that shares its wisdom, much like the tree of Genesis. It's called the world tree. Apparently both trees appeared in this world around the same time. Which is the day when the primal star died and its fragments were buried in Orbis. The root of the tree Genesis must be connected to the fragments. Probably the same for the world tree. Did you know? Of course. What do you take me for? I'm the greatest of all great mage Fumir. Did you really think I wouldn't be aware of the knowledge uncovered by a mere human? Weird how she has not been like this discriminatory the entire time before. Like, this is the absolute first time she's ever looked down on someone for being another race, and it feels really out of character. Something similar was mentioned in an ancient document written by our own kind. Civilization you humans thrived under was, in fact, taught by us. Oh, just as I read in the document, Shadow Elves do have an advanced civilization. Look forward to being enlightened by you. In your dreams. Alright, stop saying the obvious and just do as I command. Understood, I'll do my best. These Shadow Elves, sounds like they know everything? No, I wasn't aware of that. It's just her, I didn't know shit. Now hold it steady. What is it? It's mono ore I created. Also the finest among all the results I've ever had. It's called the Philosopher's Seed. Pretty cool, huh? Sense a dense mana. Something I've never felt before. Well, it feels very unstable, and its shape is also asymmetric. It's meant to be unstable. I intentionally made it imperfect so I can achieve my research goals. Oh. What kind of mana does it possess? A magnificent power. It's almost as strong as the transcendental mana held by the Tree of Genesis. I extracted a portion of its mana and, through a series of experiments, amplified a certain ability. Really? Sure you want to give us such a precious item to me? And to hand over your priceless research result to a stranger like me. That's restating the same thing. Knew something good would come from following you, but I trusted my intuition. Thank you, Master. Who said I'm your master? I'm not giving it to you. Oh, then please be my master from now on. He's not normal. Maybe worse than Famir. Are all magic scholars like that? Do you really want it all that badly? I might give you one if you successfully follow my instructions. Do anything you order me to. Call me your servant if you wish. To follow my instructions, make sure you don't lose that Philosopher's Seed. We'll need it at the perfect moment. I expect a very intriguing result from you. Nyo. Wait, what are you up to? What's this brilliant idea you're talking about? Before anything else, I want to check something. It's about what you said regarding the Cradle of Shadows. Like what? How you think I'm not interested in Seneca's dreams, that I'm simply taking advantage of you and your mother for my own desires. Why are you telling me that? Have any idea how hurtful it was to hear you say that? You of all people have accused me of such a thing. For all those things I've gone through just to raise you, you wouldn't know how mad and disappointed I was. Oh, you have feelings too? Actually, before telling you my brilliant idea, I just wanted to make myself clear. That way it'll be easier for you to understand. This adventure isn't all about my own desires and curiosity. I assure you this is the most genuine fact I've ever told you. Then, what's it about? Seneca feared that excessive ambition and limitless curiosity might lead to disaster. I ignored her warnings, only to end up facing the consequences. Although Noyes took most of my abilities back then, I did learn something from that experience. I figured out why Noyes was being so sensitive. So, my adventure today is driven by that very reason. I always find it difficult to understand what you're trying to say. You'll figure it out soon. I'm sure this is what Seneca would have wanted as well. Perhaps that's why she entrusted you with the knowledge and magic related to the Tree of Genesis in secret. These also truly your most sincere words? Yes. Would you agree to take my final lesson? Then I'll share my brilliant idea with you. Fine. Great. So the brilliant idea is that if those kids told us the truth, then a significant crack must have formed in the unstable mana structure. So, I'm going to cast a spell into that crack to prevent the mana structure from merging. That way, the state of mana gained from the Tree of Genesis will become incomplete. It'll be harder to filter out any side effects. I'm going to use this opportunity to test out the spells invented by Seneca as well. By doing so, Harsetti won't be able to get what she wants.
That's what you call a brilliant idea?
Yes, why? You don't find it interesting?
You were helping Harsetti. Thought the ultimate goal of your study was for her to take control of the power. So you could get the wisdom of the Tree of Genesis in return.
You're wrong.
Huh?
No, I wasn't planning any of that. My mother and I already experienced the consequences of pursuing wisdom long ago. Long ago. My goal is something far more delightful and sophisticated than that. I have no intention of letting Harsetti take all the power. I allied with Harsetti just because I believed it was a viable approach. I needed a reason to get close to the Tree of Genesis. But I don't need her anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
What is this, like, comedy music? You'll see.
Well, so... I don't know what your true motivations are. At least now you're not trying to acquire wisdom from the Tree of Genesis or help Harsetti gain all the power for herself, am I right?
That's correct.
I see. What a shame. If you told me sooner, I would have been more willing to follow you. No longer prioritizing my own curiosity either.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have trusted others more.
Hey, you know, if you just told me that earlier, I probably wouldn't have ran away.
Shit, that would have been smart.
Makes me think this part was written by different people than the previous part that she was in.
Yeah.
Well, feeling any better?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm burdening you.
Not at all, don't worry about it.
My symptoms are becoming more frequent. Probably because we're getting close to the Tree of Genesis. Mir's magic is based on the mana of the Tree of Genesis.
So she's now affected by the mana in this area?
Yes, that was Famir's intention. That filthy little...
Why Leia? What's she up to?
Tell me about it.
Solemn practice.
Fenris.
You must be Grand Priestess Scylla?
You know me.
Famir told me about you. Didn't expect you to know who I am, though.
Bragg told me all about you. Been waiting for you all this time. But... seems you have business with me as well.
Please, go ahead first. Something related to the commander, isn't it?
You're right. Wanted to tell you about his intentions. Ragnvald shared your message with us. Bragg seemed to agree with you easily, and decided to follow with your plans.
Just like that?
I was also surprised at first. Come to think of it, I've been regretting his decisions for a long time and pondering his identity. I think he's finally come to a conclusion now. He used to be on edge because he had a lot on his mind. Lately he's been quite calm. Trust me, he's not the type to deceive you just to take advantage of you.
Yeah, no, he sucks at lying.
By the way, I thought you were with Famir. Where is she?
We parted ways.
Parted ways. Why?
Change of plan, she said. So she told me to find you.
Plan? What would it be?
She said her original plan was to side with Harsetti, looking for a chance to approach the Tree of Genesis. Suddenly decided to give up on all that and said she'd help me by aiming for a huge crack in the Tree of Genesis.
What do you mean? Must know that helping you would mean she couldn't gain wisdom from the Tree of Genesis. So her goal wasn't to monopolize the wisdom. You have a different purpose from the beginning?
Yeah, I didn't know either.
You're on the same page with her?
Too soon to say for sure. However, judging by her words and new plan, she doesn't seem particularly favorable toward the Tree of Genesis.
What's her new plan?
That's...
She's consistently, truly unpredictable.
You always been like that?
You're right. More unrefined curiosities, so to speak. So, she changed her stance on the Tree of Genesis after that incident? It's not just out of curiosity, what else might she be planning? The goal isn't to monopolize the wisdom, what could it be? Did the incident cause her to develop animosity toward the tree of Genesis or Noyes?
Anyway, since you're the Grand Priestess, she said you know better than anyone how to counter Noyes' barrier. I'm here to ask for your support. She didn't tell me the reason, but Famir said you'd help me.
But are you sure you want to stick to her plan? It's extremely reckless. Famir has always been reckless, but you might be swept by its mana and run into danger.
I know. Even if I don't awaken the Tree of Genesis, someone else will come here with that exact purpose. With our inadequate protection, it's only a matter of time before something dangerous happens. Couldn't just sit idly by, worrying about my own safety while a disaster looms. I even complied with her when she first forced me to follow her. Couldn't help but think that my fear and indolence had worsened the situation. Thought I needed to approach the Tree of Genesis myself to put an end to this. Now that Famir changed her plan, it's even better for us.
You're just as Bragg imagined you would be.
I know the commander had the ability to sympathize. Proofread!
He must have regretted his decision to voluntarily give up the throne. Perhaps he could relate to you more easily.
I wasn't sure.
In fact, I have other concerns besides your safety. As I'm the priestess who serves Noyes. Someone who must maintain moderation. I'm also skeptical about making a decision favoring an individual shadow elf named Scylla.
Why'd you tell me about his decision?
The reason I serve Noyes is to harness his power and protect our kind. Serving our Lord solely for the noble cause of protecting our kind was the will of the former Grand Priest, my master. Well aware this could lead to an act of treachery against the Sovereign, however, if I must turn my back on the great cause for lives just to secure my place, I'd rather help you as one of my kind, not as the Grand Priestess. Whether Noyes reevaluates my qualities as the Grand Priestess, I'll worry about it later. So come this way. Let me take you to a place where you can practice your spell. Meow.
I think I'm going to faint.
I'll protect you. No destiny can stop me!
You true love. Give it to me. Paralyze me with your love.
I smell living. Don't let them escape.
I'm scared.
If I must fight.
It's going to be so soon today. I'll wrap you up too.
Dang old darn.
Prove your worth. This one.
Okay. Yes, Bene, all your loving. I believe in you, Papa.
No extra turns. Die.
Should we get started?
Stealth doesn't work if you're alone, asshole.
True love. Feel it. Papa loves me. I think I'm going to faint. Hello?
Alright, let's do this.
I desire your Don't let them escape.
Papa's going to eat his fill today.
Yeah, it is ass.
I'm scared. Yes.
Should we get started?
I want to know about my family. True love. I love you. Stay with me. You can't close your eyes. Listen.
See?
To my song. Shine free.
I'll protect you. This won't be an easy fight.
Okay.
This place would do. You remember instructions for dispelling the barrier?
Been memorizing my mother's notes on my way here.
Good. I'll stay here and keep an eye out for any trouble. You go ahead and do what you need to do.
Alright.
What a complicated spell. Almost feels like the creator made sure no one could easily access it. Did you learn it for yourself?
My mother taught me little by little since I was a child. After she passed away, Famir occasionally taught me.
Huh. Is there a problem?
I don't remember how to activate it.
Fucking what?
Been a while since I quit studying magic. Never used this spell before. Yeah, I got the beginning part. Where do I... maybe from this side?
Are you nervous? I think it should start from here. Place your hand in the middle. Do like this so you won't be pushed away by the mana.
Did you also learn about this spell?
You could say that. Or perhaps I took a sneak peek.
Sorry?
No, never mind. In fact, the activation of this spell is somewhat similar to the barrier spells that have been inherited by Grand Priests from generation to generation. However, our spells can only be used with Noyce's permission. Practicing them on our own is highly likely to result in failure. Although this spell is complex because it's not an official form of magic, it seems to prioritize its success rate. Now all that's left is to recite the spell. Take a deep breath and stay calm. Wait, stop.
Why?
There's an intruder.
There's an intruder! Revna, when did you...
Fenris, I'm here to talk to you.
Kind of in the middle of something.
No, I have something to tell you. It's now or never. Grand Priestess, may I borrow him for a moment? What's going on?
Sorry, I'm also running out of time. Let's just talk right here.
No idea how worried I was after you ran away like that. While carrying out Lord Bryce's command to capture you, I've been secretly searching for you.
Well, yeah, you gotta search for me to capture me.
I'm surprised you followed Famir to the Garden of Noyce. So, have you decided to accept my offer? Is that why you're here?
By offer, you mean studying the book about the Tree of Genesis that my mother wrote, reporting it to the Sovereign?
Yes. Fenris, if you're to proceed as I suggested, you shouldn't trust Famir. Famir has different motivations from the Sovereign. Her reasons are purely personal, unlike the Sovereign's, which are for the development of Skugeheim.
You are an idiot if you believe that.
Why don't you go with me?
I refuse.
Huh?
If anything, I believe Harsetti is the one using the great cause for personal reasons.
Fenris! How dare you say something like that about our Sovereign? Must be some kind of misunderstanding here, so I'll let you slide this time.
Get a grip, Revna. Deep down, I knew that whenever Harsetti was involved, I had to lose someone precious.
There's no way. Perhaps it was a coincidence. You're mistaken.
And you're the same. You're nice to me only because you knew I had knowledge about the Tree of Genesis.
That's hurtful. Thought we were friends, how could you?
If you truly considered us friends, you wouldn't have offered to use my knowledge to gain the Sovereign's recognition, especially knowing my past. Because it was too obvious what disadvantages I would face as a half-breed, unlike someone like you who's a pureblood.
I was going to protect you, just like how I always have.
You've never once genuinely protected me. You only wanted to be seen as the good one, so you spent all your time mediating between us. If I'd agreed to your suggestion and shared my knowledge, then faced envy and persecution from others, you would have stayed neutral and prioritized your own stability. I never asked for your protection or attention. We simply chose different paths, that's all.
Fenris, why did you make such a decision? You're going to regret this. The only thing awaiting you now is danger that could cost you your life.
Apparently, it seems you vaguely understand Harsetti's nature.
Grand Priestess, you as well. How could you open the temple and allow enemies to enter? Don't you realize this is an act of treachery? The Sovereign also asked to open the gate. Not opening the main gate for her, this is for dispelling Noyce's barrier. I know what's going on. You're supposed to maintain neutrality. How could you take sides with those traitors? Well, what a shame. Seems I'm heading down the same path as my master.
Now, if you understood, just shut up and leave already. You look suspicious, so I followed you all the way here.
Haste has been here the whole time. Who the fuck are you?
You don't have to know that. I'm very busy, and must return to the rest after this, so leave Fenris alone. If you're dying to know, I have no choice but to tell you. He's the strongest... Bernard, you fucking idiot! Who inherited the blood of a vampire lord. I'm Bernard, the future greatest scholar, who studied more documents than anyone else in Eurasia. I'm here to help Fenris.
Just fucking kill him. And you joined forces with a vampire? Are the traitors and humans not enough for you? Traitors. I see. That's how you see it. I just attack her. Be way easier than having to listen to her meaningless gibberish. It'd also fulfill my master's resolve, gain her recognition, leave my name on the front page of the new document. Famir really accepted you as her disciple? Why wouldn't she? She won't be able to find another human with limitless potential to become the greatest scholar like me. Famir accepted that human as her disciple? You joined forces with that vampire? She already... Must report this to the Sovereign. Her Majesty will take care of the rest. Meow. Huh? Suddenly running away. Where's she going? Bernard, you grade A fucking moron! Why are they suddenly having him act like this? He was real cagey with information in every prior appearance. He did not just suddenly volunteer random info he wasn't supposed to before. Where is everyone? Took longer than I expected. It's only making it harder to find them. Must hurry and carry out the Sovereign's orders to ensure everything goes according to her plan. Can't afford to fail this mission. Act 6. Reason of Obsession. With what happened with Elvira, going to treat it as something that was unavoidable to prevent a traitor, who turned into a vampire, from reaching the Tree of Genesis. Yes, Your Majesty. You take care of the traitors of Nadalon yet? My apologies, Your Majesty. Not yet had the opportunity to take care of them. I was separated from them while carrying out my previous mission to maintain stealth during the meeting with Elvira. Won't be long before I take care of them, Your Majesty. Are you suggesting my previous order was the reason you couldn't carry out the mission? No, Your Majesty, I'm just... Do you at least know where they are? I ordered Bragg to open the gate of the Garden of Noyes. Surely he's going to dispel the entire barrier in secret. That's the only way for the uninvited guests to enter easily. Those traitors of Nadalon will soon ally with Bragg. You certain that Bragg is going to betray you? How can you still be unsure after everything he's done so far? You know you instinctively feel uncomfortable around him. We're approaching a critical moment. Let me stay focused without needing to explain unnecessary things. My apologies. The aurora is changing colors. Looks like the barrier's starting to crack. I was right after all. Bragg is attempting to dispel the barrier. Vanilla, your role in my plan is nearing its climax. Go finish the rest of your duty. Make sure you do a flawless job so that nothing gets in my way. Remember, this is your final chance to fulfill your duty. I hope you don't let me down this time. Of course, Your Majesty.
I'm scared.
If I must fight, Son of Light, burn!
Found you. Attack.
He's going to eat his fill today. Give it to me. Paralyze me with your love. I think I'm going to faint.
Should we get started?
Yes, and love. Hold me.
Bump up the blue.
Breathe.
I smell living creatures.
Haha, not so stealthy, are you, asshole?
Here I go. All right, let's do this.
You true love. I'll wrap you up.
And you're not stealthy either, frankly. They're still kids. They're still breathing, though faintly. They seem to be near death after a long starvation. Seeing how they've also been beaten, they must be war orphans. Also been beaten, they must be war orphans. Couldn't help but notice them because they're lying in the center of the city. May I bring them with us to the palace? You can feed and raise them as soldiers, turning them into reinforcements for later. We lack enough troops due to the Civil War. Sure. It's good to see that you've recovered. Thank you for taking us in, Your Majesty. I don't know how I'll ever repay you for this. I don't ask much from you. All I want from you is to get along with me, so that I can feel rewarded for my decision to save you. I barely managed to arrange accommodations for you while keeping it a secret from my subjects. I hope you appreciate it. Yes, Your Majesty. In the royal court, there are many eyes watching you. Be careful not to antagonize the other nobles. Make sure you're on your best behavior at all times. And remember, I've got your back. Let me know if anything ever happens. I'll keep you safe no matter what happens. Thank you. Understood. He's right. Should behave so I won't antagonize anyone. It's the only way to live a peaceful life without starving. One mistake could lead to death now. If I ever make any mistakes or antagonize someone, I could put both of us in danger. Should at least do my best, starting right now. Gotcha, you traitors. Huh? He's so persistent. You turned your back on Her Majesty, Commander. I knew you would, and I've been waiting for this moment. You're no longer the commander. I shall execute you, a traitor, right this moment. Question. How are you gonna beat all these guys? I feel like Rand plus Bride should be able to handle most people. I feel like short of a friggin' successor, there's not a lot of things that could handle those two working together with how busted they are. Pernilla, should stop it too, Ragnvald. Face reality and leave those traitors. You joining the traitors is the last thing I want to see, so come right here, right now.
The rest of you should go ahead first.
Huh? But...
I'll catch up with you soon.
Don't take too long. Where do you think you're going? Stop right there!
Stay focused. I'm your opponent, not them. You must have been eager to get rid of me. And if anything, you're the one who should face the reality for the sake of your brother.
What?
Arceti is the traitor, not me. Must have witnessed her true nature countless times working for her. You really believe that someone as cruel as her, who eliminates anyone who even slightly gets in her way, regardless of their loyalty, would be exceptionally generous to you? Or is it that you're not free from blame because you've joined her in her evil deeds?
Watch your tongue.
I know your loyalty toward her isn't based on your instinct nor your interests. You're simply afraid that your life will be endangered once again, abandoned by her. Your loyalty is driven by nothing more than fear.
No, you're wrong. I said watch your tongue.
You weren't the only loyal subject who got their hands dirty for her. They too did everything they could, struggling not to be abandoned by her. You imagine what happened to all of them? In fact, you probably know better than anyone else how their fates unfolded. You're still going to be abandoned by her even after fulfilling your duty. Or if you have to lose Ragnvald, would you still choose to be loyal to Arceti?
Shut up, shut up! I'm gonna make you pay dearly for running your mouth about me and Her Majesty.
He's going to eat his fill today.
Now, randomly decrease her own hit chance or increase her own crit chance. They...
You can't close your eyes. Yep. You'll regret this.
I'll protect you. Take this!
Prove your worth. Don't let them escape.
Let me know about my useless thing. I believe in you, Papa. I'm scared. Listen.
Alright, welcome to my world.
To my song. Listen to me sing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's shine.
If I must fight, I hope you're ready.
Okay.
I smell living creatures. Once you've faced me, you'll become darkness yourself. I desire this flesh.
I'll show you true love.
Seriously, Pernilla did not plan this out even slightly.
Breathe.
Oh
Come to your senses now.
Shut up. Enough with your nonsense. Is this how you won my brother over? I'm not gonna let you get away with it.
You won't listen. Got all worked up. Perhaps I went over the top. Enough to knock her down or something.
Ah. Ragnvold!
What do you think you're doing, Ragnvold? That was dangerous.
It's okay. I know your attack pattern inside and out. With my good reflexes, it barely left a scut.
This isn't the time to joke around.
I'm fine, you should go now. With your, conversational skills, you'll never be able to persuade her. Not in a million years. So leave her to me and just go. Your attack missed. Tell you the truth, it hurts badly, but not enough to kill me. And Pernilla would never kill me either. Now hurry.
Fine.
You idiot, have you lost your mind? Why'd you jump in and get yourself hurt? Yes, I'm an idiot. Seems you're not much different yourself. Who do you think I'm doing this for? Keep getting on the wrong side of the roll court, so I was just doing my best to protect you. I'm also trying to save you. I don't want to lose you to Harsetti. No matter how much you struggle not to lose her trust, she won't keep you alive the second you're no longer useful to her plan. Well, you expect me to just sit and watch? What kind of family would be able to do that? You fool. So consumed by your own anxiety, you won't even see how worried I am, do you? Ragnvold. No matter how wealthy or popular I become, or how stable my life is, if I have to lose you, none of it will matter. There'd be no reason for me to carry on. If I can be with you, I don't mind living in the damn gutter as fugitives like we used to. So, let's put an end to this dangerous loyalty between us. Time to release ourselves from our obsession with survival. Final step. Now we're finally fighting you. Yeah, I know you think this is a weak setup, but you've said that about a lot of stuff. This way! You're finally here. Why is it so complicated in here? Almost feels like a maze. Everyone says something similar when they first arrive here. It's designed that way on purpose. I was wondering what's taking you so long. You got lost on the way, didn't you? What about the magic spells? You were so worried about them.
Gotten used to them after several attempts. Grand Priestess helped me a lot.
That's good to hear. Where's Scylla?
Said she needs to keep other believers from entering.
That's very wise of her. It's the best way to prevent any rumors and witnesses and to minimize the damage to the temple. If we keep going this way, there's the Tree of Genesis. Follow me. This is the last barrier of Noyes. Inside the barrier is filled with mana connected to the Tree of Genesis. Oh, I finally get to see the rumored sacred spiritual being in person. Feel free to satisfy your curiosity, but make sure you don't forget about my instructions, okay?
Of course, I remember everything perfectly.
Last barrier is quite resistant, so the dispelling spell won't last long. You must hurry. I'll leave this place to you guys, good luck. I'll move on to the next step. Nyong.
Okay, I'll catch up with you soon, Master. So what's the next step? I don't know. Judging by the fact she didn't even tell me, her favorite and most talented disciple must be something extremely important.
Favorite and most talented? They just this isn't Bernard, this is a new character that they made for this chapter wearing his skin.
Done writing the spells, I'll begin.
Heard something. It's just me? No, I heard it too. Feels like something heavy is moving under the ground.
Is everything okay? Did something go wrong?
I'm not sure. I don't see any problem with the spell.
Boom! Eek!
Ah, you startled me.
You hear that?
I think something just collapsed underneath us. I think this place is collapsing too. I can't die like this. Meow.
Where are you going? Just stay right here. Barrier's dispelled. I think I can hold out for much longer though. Hurry. Let's go.
Meow. Do I really have to? Meow. This spot right here must be closely connected to the root. Will you to dig up the floor and plant the Philosopher's Seed? I believe so. Alright, yep. Now we put this mana ore. Haste. Father? I've been waiting for you. My son, the successor of the last Vampire Lord. Finally we meet. Come this way, my son. Follow my voice. Yeah. Haste? Now you're in that voice again, are you? Father. Wake up, Haste. Slap. Nah. You forget what my master said, you're hallucinating. It's a false call from the Tree of Genesis trying to take your blood. You get a hold of yourself and... I think you pissed something off. Ah, it was with a strong wind. Yeah. Come this way. I missed you, my little boy. Clearly remember that my father passed away. The reason I came here is I wanted to know what's behind that voice. Why it's calling me. I've had enough of these past hallucinations haunting me. I don't want to hear them anymore. Hey, are you okay? No, I'm not. It hurts so much. Where's Haste? I don't know, just hearing a fucking voice. I passed him the seed. My brilliant intuition told me to slap him on the cheek to wake him, so I did. I don't know if it worked. Strange voice? Fenris, a dark mass of mana is flying towards you from inside the barrier. Watch out. Nah. The ground is shaking. I must have expelled the last barrier. Seeing how the mana flow is fluctuating, my magic must have been absorbed by the root. Now it's time to move on to the final step. I'm curious to see what that enormous lump of desire which Noyes cherished and coveted might turn into. Would you grant me the chance to witness it for myself? What do you say, Noyes? I believe I deserve a reward for all my hard work, don't you think? So you only respond when it suits you. How convenient. You hold your head high just because you're a spirit lord. Wonder if that lump of desire has arrived yet. By lump of desire, are you referring to me? That's right, you're sharp. What took you so long? Just need some time to sort things out. But thanks to you, I didn't have to go through all the complicated steps. It was relatively easy. Good job dispelling the barrier. Very impressive. This time I realized no one else could replace you. What's with all the sweet talking? You've always pushed me for results. Is this your last farewell gift? What do you mean? I still need you. We promised to share the reward together. Don't worry, I remember it. Liar. A promise? What's the use of remembering it? You always break them. I know you're like a lion, always hiding your sharp claws. Now that we're at the final stage, he suggested we break our alliance and part ways. No, I simply no longer need to maintain our alliance. I lost the reason along the way. This is quite disappointing. You have no idea how much I've struggled, hiding from the nobles and elders to help you. And thanks to my efforts, you were able to conduct mana studies and modification experiments as much as you wanted, am I wrong? How could you return evil for good? Do you really think I was so clueless I wouldn't realize you were planning to take all the results for yourself in return for your favor? From the very beginning, I knew you were selfish. So I just encouraged you. I knew you'd be easily consumed by your own desire. Thank you for growing up just as I expected, Harsetti. Because of you, I'll get to witness something rare before I go. Ha. I'm afraid I have no intention of being some kind of entertainment for you. The fuck? No way. When did you get so close? Bullshit! Umir falls for the old stab you secretly trick. I actually straight up don't believe you, story. That doesn't make any No! She does not fall for random crap, she plans everything! But you're just gonna make her an idiot right at the end to make Harsetti look better. God, that's stupid! Stealth magic. What? Fumir always instantly sees through all magic that she herself made. That's what she's done the entire time, but this time no, because we need trauma. Other magic spells. I'm not voicing you anymore. Fuck this plot. It's stupid again. Ah, you've been an amazing teacher. How dare you? It's come to this. It might be better to take her life now. Revna, don't go easy on her. Yes, Your Majesty.
I think I'm going to faint. Go away.
Found you. Attack.
Are you fucking kidding me?
To eat his food today. Give it to me. Paralyze me with your love.
All right, let's do this. Purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
I'm scared. Defending all your life. I'll wrap you up tight.
Prove your worth.
Yeah, Alright.
This one.
Should we get started? This won't be an easy fight.
I'm devoted to my goal. You can't close your eyes. Go away. I'll show you true love. I believe in you, Papa.
I desire your flesh.
God damn it.
Don't let them escape.
Want to know about my family?
Come on.
I love you. Stay with me. I'm scared.
Whoa, that did way more than usual.
Yes.
I'll protect you. Take this!
He's going to eat his food today.
There we go. Ack? Huh? Even though I'm wounded, I'm no pushover. A weakling like you will never be able to kill me. I'm already aware. No, I won't be able to defeat you even in the afterlife. Not that it matters. My duty isn't to kill you. What?
Thanks to you, I've become stronger. Now, I'll make your life much simpler.
Really? Oh no, my bad. Was my attack too strong? I didn't mean to hurt Revna. Well, well. It's quite amusing to watch the great mage Fumir shivering under my feet, covered in her own blood. Yeah, it sure is amusing that the plot suddenly ignored everything... The plot just suddenly ignored how Fumir has worked this entire time to, you know, make this one big thing happen. If you have to ignore how your character works to make something happen, make something else happen! It's not a complicated fucking prospect! How does it feel to be defeated by the lion cub you raised yourself? How does it feel? Let's see. Sure. Hey, Noyes, I've done everything you asked of me as your loyal servant. Aren't you proud of me? Speak your mind, stop being so damn quiet and do something. What's with that nonsense? You hate me still, don't you? I can't hear you now. In that case, I'll just do whatever I want. In fact, I've been doing so from the very beginning. I'm sorry if you didn't see this coming. Huh. Thought I'd give you the chance to leave your last will for old time's sake. Seems you're out of your mind. You know what? In fact, whether it's Noyes or the Tree of Genesis, they're all just morons who can't survive without depending on physical beings. What? and let them hold their heads high, insisting to be some kind of divine beings. They don't even have freedom to move around with their roots stuck underground. What's the point of being a deity if all you can do is sit and watch while your creatures go on a rampage? You've been admiring and desiring those fools, you idiot. It's clear your wishes would simply neglect every bit of your existence. There's no such thing as perfect wisdom and strength for mortals like us. Even the deities are imperfect. You've been daydreaming all along. You.
You have no idea what you've gotten your hands on, and now you're high on power you can't handle. It's hilarious! And soon you're gonna regret it!
Yeah, that would have been a lot more hurtful if you'd given a reasonable explanation for Famir losing there. Instead, you had her fall for something she's never fallen for before. And then, yeah, and then nothing else, you just did that. Yeah, I know you say I'm weak. Let me check some of these passives. Now, my understanding, Fenny can actually solo this fight with the right setup, but I don't know if I have that setup. Okay, so they've run out of ways to make things harder and are just literally applying an effect that just makes it so the game, you don't get to do your stuff anymore. Nah, I destroyed the ground. Lost my temper because of that arrogant, vulgar mage. Whatever. Made sure she wouldn't get in my way ever again, that's all that matters. Anyway, I'm finally here. I must be the first one to arrive just as I planned. I love how it's so quiet in here. Feels like the calm before the storm. It's the perfect atmosphere for me to prepare myself for the transcendental power and pull myself together. What? When the sacrifice Famir prepared for me arrives, this long and complicated journey will finally come to an end. My grand plan is almost complete. After this final step, my power will become transcendent and flawless. Then, I'll rise from the highest position among mortals to the realm of deities, transcending my origins. That is my ultimate goal and the purpose of my existence as revealed by the Spirit Lord, the most solemn and inevitable path to completing myself. Now, while waiting for the chess pieces to arrive for my ultimate evolution, should I finish up the rest of my preparations? The end of absolute desire. Feeling a powerful pulsation over here. Must be that way. We must hurry. This way? No. This is the Tree of Genesis? It's humongous. Is this the one? Surrounded by a strange light. I don't think it's surrounded by the light. I think the light itself is the core of the tree. Looks extremely cold and odd. Almost feels artificial. Wait, look. Someone in front of the tree. At last you've arrived. The sacrifice required to complete my transformation. I've been waiting for you for so long. Arcetti! Damn it, are we too late? While waiting for your arrival, I've already completed all the preparations. Now all that's left is for you to refine the primal mana and offer it to me. No! Shit, I didn't plan on that. Ah! Leia! What's wrong? Stay focused! It's too late now. Your fate was sealed the moment you were deceived by Famir while coveting the Tree of Genesis. If the creature that inherited the primal mana loses control and goes on a rampage, I can simply eliminate the cause, extract the refined mana, and amplify it. You're the medium and experimental tool, meant to be offered as a sacrifice to me. Judging by your reaction, it seems you had no clue. You little...
Please calm down. It's me, Ezra. Why are you attacking me?
I don't think she'd listen to us now. The mana is converging on Leia. More precisely, it seems to be channeling through Leia, heading straight for Harsetti. Damn it, what should we do? Mickey. Leia, can you hear me? Please, don't kill me. What is? Was that a blind translation? You out of your mind? Don't be ridiculous, just stay with me. It's too late now. From the beginning, I'm at my limit now, please, I'm begging you. I can't. I won't. My sword.
No, Leia!
Wait, stop. No.
Leia!
Mickey, Ezra, it's too painful. So please just... You promised me. Whatever may happen in the future, I want you to take care of it. I trust you. Like I said, my choices turn out to be wrong and problems arise, I want you to take care of it. Even if I'm the cause. No, I can't... How was I supposed to know you meant something like this? Promise is a promise. Come on. Can't hold out any longer. Before I attack you again. Before Harsetti takes everything from us. Damn it! Leia. Mana flow just stopped.
Mickey. Too soon to mourn. Get a grip on yourself, it isn't over yet.
What? You dull humans. Do you really believe you could stop me by simply eliminating the sacrifice?
Yeah, that's how it tends to fucking work! In every other instance, yes!
You were already too late when you set foot here. I was destined to win the moment the spell was activated.
That's really stupid and overpowered, and I'm sick of them doing... It doesn't matter that you stopped it, because it doesn't actually stop when you stop it. That's an annoying thing! Stop writing this shit!
The power controlling this temple has already converged on me.
That is not what Fenris looks like in-game. Also, he's not here.
Fenris? Are you really Fenris? When did you...
His appearance changed?
Okay, so they admit this part. Fenris?
Sorry I'm late, Amiki. Something came up on the way. I had to take care of it.
Why do you look so different? What happened?
I'll get back to you later. Just focus on handling the more urgent matter.
Too late for that. Leia's already...
No, we're not too late. Glad you held out. You did well. If you'd been late even by a little, Harsetti would have absorbed all the power completely. Leia would have turned into something other than human. If anything, you kept Leia's last dignity. Did Famir do this on purpose? So that she'd leave it to you? Yes. I see. Glad you're here, and thank you for joining us on keeping our great cause. I meant to find my own reasons to live. Just happened to align with yours. Save your thanks for later.
What a pathetic joke.
My energy has been what the fuck? Using a soul burn...
I think I'm going to faint.
Why did I do that?
All right, let's do this.
Da-da-da.
Son of light, burn!
Shall we?
I smell living creatures. This one.
Need help?
Okay, they're healing each other.
You can't close your eyes. Yep.
If I must fight.
Get rid of them.
Found you. Attack.
Here I go.
Yeah, okay.
Should
Can I
we get
please... like, they actually stole all the soul I got before this. At least I thought I did. Maybe I'm dumb.
Mind finishing?
Prove your worth. Don't let them escape.
Need help?
The soul back out of it, at least. Alright, Fenny turned back. That's an exceptionally annoying mechanic, game.
Papa loves me.
I'll protect you. No destiny can stop me!
I still can't get rid of these, which are just... We wanted to make it harder, so we turned up the game difficulty, instead of actually making it some kind of strategy you have to get around.
Yes, Penny, all your love.
What? Oh, right. I'm also not allowed to have extra attacks.
I desire.
You know, that thing what the game is built around as a function.
Close your eyes. Listen. To my song. I will shine. Shine.
Really cannot stand these. Alright, now for this boss, you don't get to, strategize whatsoever.
If I must fight. This won't be an easy
That's
fight.
the entirety of the boss. You're just not allowed to try anymore.
This is my stage. Together.
All right.
You just have to
I
raw
smell
stats
living
them.
creatures. Guide me to the depths of your mind.
Like, just
Prove your
applying
worth.
this permanently is exceptionally bullshit.
Attack.
That's not an interesting boss fight. That's your stats are now
I
lower.
don't care for amateurs.
True love.
And don't bother trying to, you know, play the game how you think you should.
You outlived your usefulness. Now rest in peace.
Oh yeah, and they also get to steal all your soul. Oh yeah, cool, they got to kill it. Because she did that, and it was just an insta-kill because that's when it happened.
Don't let them escape.
This is stupid. They really don't know how to make fights that are satisfying in this game, do they? Arrogant punks, how dare you. You can't stop me with that weak power of yours, never. I'm getting closer to perfection. The end of your incomplete, inferior lives, nothing but death awaits you. Same goes for you. Ah, you haven't realized the difference between us and keep running that arrogant mouth of yours. Well, that too. Fenris, stand back. The spell is now complete. Bernard? What are you doing over there? What? What in the fuck? While waiting for the spell to activate, let the future greatest scholar explain it to you. You may consider yourself lucky. Who the fuck is this? He's from the Slayers, just ignore him. Spell was invented by my master, the great mage Fumir, right here. Memorized it instantly with my outstanding memory and activated it, utilizing all my abilities to prevent this impending disaster. Although the risk was high as the spell was created in a rush, with my brilliant idea and talent... Cut the fucking crap, just cut to the chase. Don't cut the crap and just cut to the chases. That's not good. You don't talk like that. Urgent situation. Sure, so what I'm saying is... Hey, self-proclaimed disciple. Listen carefully. I'm going to teach you the spell I just invented. Tree of Genesis is currently very unstable and has not been fully recovered, which has caused a crack in its barrier and resulted in a chaotic mana flow. So basically, this spell will widen the crack in the unstable mana structure, making it unable to filter the side effects of the rampage. You're going to activate another magic spell, amplify the mana, and trigger a rampage. Teach you how to use this one as well. Your role is crucial. Don't you ever make mistakes. The fate of the entire continent is in your hands, do you understand?
Amir came up with it?
God, this is stupid. This entire chapter just sucks.
Freak was up to something right until the very end.
Amir, you little...
Now you see it? Plan has completely failed because of your imperfect desire. So admit your defeat and get lost.
How could you endure it? Seems you've gained the same power. You've always desired peace and happiness. I know the dark side of your heart. You've had unstable days as an outsider after losing everything due to your curiosity. You once lost your meaning of life after facing discrimination. I know your deepest, darkest desires. I'll grant you the honor, peace, and power that you couldn't reach. With my power, I can even make you a family if you want. So...
Shut up. I don't need any of those. Too late for you now. No one ever fall for your sweet lies. Bernard runs over. I want all of that, you fucking idiot! That's how they've written him this time. Before you die, I'll tell you the last thing you can do. Savor this absolute isolation and neglect, the bitter fruit of your own greed. He's gone. Shattered into ash. This how all Shadow Elves meet their end? No, that's not normal.
Look, her ashes are heading toward the Tree of Genesis. As if the tree is absorbing them.
Fenris?
One last instruction of my master left. Should we proceed?
Sure. Let's put the tree to sleep. Eternal spiritual being tainted by desire and curiosity. How are the believers?
Barely managed to make them calm. Took a lot of time and effort.
Must have been difficult, thank you. Fenris's seal still not broken?
Not yet. I don't know how much longer it'll last, but I'm keeping my eyes on it so it won't break.
Has Noyes said anything?
Not even a single word. Can barely feel the energy of the Spirit Lord anymore.
That's a real...
So we're just never gonna see the Spirit Lord? Find out what the hell he was doing?
Just, no, he's gone.
Never gonna get an answer to any of the questions we had, just Dunskies? That's not satisfying. None of this chapter is satisfying. Ever since I think Noyes decided to hide somewhere else. Not sure why. Maybe they're waiting for it to quietly pass by. What could Noyes have been thinking? Why they encourage Harsetti to revive the Tree of Genesis and tried to make her awakened? That's not what awakened means. Don't use the capitalized awakened here. That's a totally different thing.
Be more precise, I believe they wanted to encourage the desire of all creatures, not just Harsetti's. Similar in the case of the vampire as well. According to the human scholar, it's believed the Tree of Genesis is closely connected to the World Tree of Britannia, their roots linked to some kind of core. This core seems to be the cause of everything that's happened. Must find out what that core is.
More urgent and important matter. What about the throne? You're going to ascend the throne, are you not? The others believe so, and you're the proxy at the moment anyway.
I don't know.
You're frightened again, aren't you? Those who would trample and control you are all gone now. I want you to be brave and go for it. Sure your father's watching you, wishing the same. Did you want to see me?
Seems the prison life isn't treating you so well, is it? You look awful.
Just cut to the chase already. You planning to execute me? So please make it quick, I can't wait to be free.
Unfortunately, I can't.
This your way of taking vengeance on me for praising Harsetti and hating you?
Not even slightly. To be clear, I believe you deserve to be executed right this instant. But your brother would never want that. Keep in mind, it's his contribution that saved your life.
Because of you, my brother. Only if you had aimed correctly. Should have aimed right and taken me down instead. Why'd you attack my brother? It should have been me.
I owe you an apology. It'll happen in a brink of an...
In a brink of an eye? Come on!
I couldn't help it. Regardless of the weight of your sins, I apologize for what I did to your family.
Wait, are you saying Ragnvald did die from that hit? Reich straight up said he wasn't gonna kill her with that attack, like I should bring her low. Why would Ragnvald die from a hit that wasn't intended to kill a different person? Okay, good. I'm alive right here. Why are you all acting like I'm dead?
No, he didn't. What are you doing here?
Ragnvald, are you wandering outside already? Not recovered yet. You should stay in your room. Alright, I would have actually... that was actually pissing me off. Why they do... That's a cheap old joke that's not even good. Hey, it's not like I'm a critical patient.
Threatened me he'd give up on his contribution and take his own life if I ever executed you. That honor his contribution, decided to keep you alive.
You're an idiot.
Sure, you dolt. Now that you're here, let me ask you this. You find Revna?
Isn't she like a stain on the floor after what Harsetti did? Is your subordinate working when he clearly needs to be in bed? Again, I'm not a critical patient.
You at least found any clues?
Afraid not. No one seems to know her whereabouts, not even her colleagues. At this rate, it's only going to become harder to find her.
Okay.
All done.
Can we put the gravestone over here?
Yep.
Cool, it's neat. Sunny and warm here.
The ice on the ground tells me otherwise.
Sure Leia would like this place.
Hope so too.
Not blaming yourself, are you? You couldn't help it. No, it was rather an inevitable decision. Leia was aware of it too, which is why she asked you the favor.
I know that. It was the rational decision, but...
Bernard also told me about the Vampire Slayers. They're heavily damaged as well.
Yeah, but there's like 3 vampires left, none of whom want anything to do with this continent anymore. Well, I suppose 2 of them might want to live in their old house still, but... they want nothing to do with this conflict. They're gonna do their own shit.
You may have heard Veronica's gone too. Their captain and vice captain are both absent.
Their higher-ups are gone. Things are likely to be chaotic for a while. Might even disperse. Also, it felt like pure plot for both Haste and Bernard to be there. Because functionally, they didn't do anything. Bernard was plot inconvenience the person, and he cast the spell for Famir. But it would have made way more sense with the way the plot was set up to just have Famir cast it herself. Like, just let her do it instead of doing the really stupid shock value. Have her get injured and fake dying, and then like, oh, I was fucking with you, I knew you were doing that, and cast the spell herself. That's way more in line with her character than she got tricked by magic she invented.
On that note, what's your plan now?
My plan? To keep moving forward, I guess.
Perhaps you're right.
Hey, wait, you delivered the thing I gave you? You didn't forget about it, did you?
Of course I did. It's your farewell letter. Fenris took it himself. You really need to write a letter and have someone else deliver it. I just face him and say it directly. I'm telling you gotta be more honest with your feelings. That's why everyone else thinks you're mean and... Smack. Ah, my leg!
Looking back, I feel like I had so many opportunities to understand you, but I was too dull to see them. Now I know you genuinely cared about Arya and put in a lot of effort. I'm writing this letter to apologize. Must have been frustrating. Thank you for all your hard work.
Really isn't honest with herself. You two are the same. None of your business. I wish I could just...
Thank you for arranging this shift for us before my boyfriend cuts off your head. These guys especially felt less and less relevant to their own plot the longer it went on. Like, it really... Other than the setup of them being quote-unquote traitors, it felt like no reason for it to be them here over it being, like, Ras and Co. here. It really added nothing.
Well, Brigitte arranged it.
And I asked her to arrange it for us. Thanks to you, we're able to use it free of charge. Though we failed to achieve our original goal of gaining wisdom from the Tree of Genesis, still found some enlightenment and had memorable experiences.
Oh, sorry about that.
Why are you sorry?
You came all the way across the seas and I ended up stopping you.
You didn't stop us, we simply came with too little knowledge. Anyway, you took us there. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have been able to see the Tree of Genesis in real life. It's actually not a bad outcome.
Honestly, released you from jail and showed you the way because I thought you might be able to do something with the Tree of Genesis. Said you came for the sake of justice of the world, so I thought maybe you could counter the Tree of Genesis that keeps causing disasters. I was hoping to help you.
So did we live up to your expectation?
Believe so. We somehow feel like we've been fooled by Famir all along.
I have a question. So the power you gained was also the raw mana from the Tree of Genesis. How could you remain unaffected while Harsetti went on a rampage?
I applied my mother's barrier spell to myself. Famir explained how to do it and helped me as well.
That's why you feel like you've been fooled by her. Maybe Famir wanted to trust you in the same way your mother entrusted you with the Tree of Genesis documents. Although we'll never be able to ask her in person, that's how I see it. Hope you believe it too and move on. So for now, your mother's barrier is protecting you from the side effects. Hopefully one day you'll be able to handle the power yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry I couldn't hear you.
I'll give you this.
Meow. What is it did you get as a present?
Here.
What are all these books?
Best I can offer you instead of the wisdom of the Tree of Genesis. Documents and ancient tomes about the tree that once belonged to my mother and Famir.
You sure you want us to take them? They're your mother's belongings, are you sure about this?
Lend me a personal keepsake? I thought you might make better use of them than I would. Should at least take these and use them to find clues on how to protect the world from celestial attacks.
Fenris, are you sure about this? These documents must be really important to you.
I've already read them so many times, and I'd like to start all over again, leaving everything behind. My own strength and determination, I'm gonna follow in my mother's footsteps. I think I'll need to restart with pure curiosity and a fresh perspective. Only then will I be able to uncover the true purpose of the Tree of Genesis. Won't let the past and all its complicated emotions blind me again. I see. It's a great idea. I'll be praying that you find the answer on your journey.
Going to take us forever to read all these documents.
Be quicker than you think.
Easy for you to say.
Time to go now.
Goodbye, Fenris. Don't be too hard on yourself and stay safe. If you're ever bored, feel free to visit our continent. You're always welcome.
Of course. Hope to see you again someday.
Chapter 10, Meaning of Imperfection, End. That was shit. I feel bad saying that is... feel bad saying that as the credits start rolling. Why is this like credits for the entire series, it feels like? This looks like unused concept art for a lot of stuff. But then also interspersed with episode 5 things. Maybe some of it's just random drawings they liked. That was episode 5. It was... that final chapter specifically was absolute shit. Mercedes! I haven't seen her in forever. And she's gone. It was contrivance on top of contrivance. It felt like that was supposed to go on longer, but they were forced to condense it into a chapter. So they had to make a lot of stupid shit happen in very quick succession for the plot to work at all. And then the plot didn't work. Because characters had to act immensely out of character suddenly. Really unsatisfying ends to some characters, like her just getting stabbed there felt lame. After the big setup of, like, her even questioning if she was even gonna still follow the queen or not. And then she just falls for it, hooks, line, and sinker after all that, like, introspection. And haste felt completely pointless here. Wait, what happened to him anyway? He started walking towards the tree and then... he's gone. At least I think it was towards the tree. Okay, it's looped through. I don't think they do after-credit scenes. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm told this isn't too long. I do also remember I stopped doing these because they annoyed me. And that's such a shame because they have plot-relevant information in them.
Why don't you test your luck? Come back soon.
But again, they're annoying, so I didn't want to do them anymore. It genuinely came down to RNG until the strategy people found that sometimes works. Emphasis on the sometimes part. Alright, we're back to Dagger Sakar team. Maybe it'll be good again. Hey, well... Huh? What the fuck? Hey, Haste is just back. He's just back, don't worry about it. Don't think about it. How did he get back? What was calling him? What stopped him from going all the way? Shut the fuck up about that. Just shut the fuck up about that. He's here now. You okay? Well, I have something to say. Just say it, Abigail. It's okay. Aha, I got it. I know what you've been trying to say. Let me guess. When I say I feel about our little Swifty here. Eh? No, it's not something like that. It's nothing like that. Unfortunately, Swifty is off the market. Ah, what was that for? I thought you were getting better, but you haven't changed a bit. You're just as clueless and loud as ever. What did you just call me? Don't fight on the street. People are looking. Abigail would like to formally invite all of you to the villa. Yes, I want to have you all over for dinner before you leave for Tanya. Assuming you're not literally having us for dinner. No. Probably. I'm weaning. Realize I haven't properly thanked you for saving my sister. Or apologized for trying to kill you those times. But... don't think too much of it. She's inviting you to stay in the guest room for a few days and have dinner together while you're all there. Isn't it too soon for Melissa? I haven't even fully recovered yet. I'll do the cooking and receiving guests, so don't worry, Haste. Thanks for your concern, though. Alright. We have to go to a port in southern Equilibria to catch a ferry anyway. Villa's on the way. It'd be nice to stay there for a few days. An astute point. It's settled. Let's go, everyone. No, you guys go ahead first. Huh? Mr. Eligos? There are some personal matters I need to take care of. I'll join you in a couple of days, so don't worry, alright? And don't even think about following me either. Hidden story. Connection. Veronica's body has disappeared. She did have the potential to be a vampire lord. Long story short, yes. Let's hear the long version. What happened? Don't tell me.
She wasn't reborn as a vampire, was she?
Truth be told, some of us had the same suspicion. Of course, they lack sufficient knowledge about vampires or the analytical skills to make that deduction. In any case, that hypothesis is wrong. Transforming someone into a vampire requires immense power. Even a mighty vampire lord would be bedridden for a few days if they used such demanding blood magic, but Kane looked far from it. And above all, huge footprints were left next to her body. Huge as in those of a beast.
Footprints of a beast. I need to take a look at them myself.
Ah.
I'm scared.
Here I go. Should we get started? Purifying flame. Burn away
the evil.
I smell living creatures.
Attack. Need help?
Yes, Benny, all your love. I love you. Stay with me.
I'll protect you.
I think I'm going to Hello? Okay. I'm calm down and still today. With me. Till I can breathe.
I desire your flesh. This one.
All right, let's do this.
Green still sucks, because it's still RNG if I do damage or not. And I still don't like the mechanic of it being mischance rather than decreased damage or, you know, something reliable. Instead, this encourages more RNG in a strategy-based game, which is not good. If your game is strategy-based, you need to minimize RNG, not maximize it.
I'm scared.
You need less things outside of the player's control when the player's control is supposed to be the deciding factor between victory and
I
loss.
smell living creatures.
Attack.
Okay. Want to know about my family? I'll wrap you up tight. You can't close your eyes.
I'll protect you. Here.
I believe in you, Papa. Yes, Benny, all your love.
At least the boss ain't green.
Paralyze me with your love. I think I'm going to faint. Do my song. I'll do my best. Ladies and gentlemen, let's
Should we
shine.
get started? Take this!
Okay.
I desire your flesh. Prove your existence with your blood and anguish.
Oh, it's the Beast of Anguish. You already know that. Remember any opponent I've encountered at least once? These footprints continue to the other side. If we hurry, I think we could catch up with them.
Well, you see, afraid the Slayers need to return to the fort first. If injured comrades need to be treated, and
I know. You don't have any food supplies left.
alright, so it's best to come back here after regrouping and forming a search party, but then
Then we could lose the beast tracks. I'll tell you what, Bernard. You go back to the fort. Leave me a 3-day supply of food. I'll go and find Veronica's body.
Thank you, Oligos. How much would the request cost? Nothing I can just decide on my own.
I'm doing that out of my own volition, not as a request. I have an old friend I'm indebted to. It's hard to meet him now. I decided to return the favor to Veronica instead.
Old friend? Oh yeah. Genua and them are finally here, and I don't know... I knew they were coming because I at least played that much, but I don't know what they've been through since getting here. And Regular said, "This is my conjecture, one of many untested hypotheses." Go on. I heard there's a special type of blood magic vampire lords can use. Allows you to transfer your soul to another body. Of course, there's several tricky conditions to meet, not to mention a high failure rate.
Transferring souls?
Won't work on just anybody. Has to be someone of the same bloodline as you. Now, the record says the more closely related you are, the more likely it is to work. The Vampire Lords already have a near-immortal body, so they have no reason to take the risk of changing bodies. Perhaps that's why there are no records of the magic being practiced in real life. Could be a different story for the Beast of Anguish. Yes, that's exactly what I'm worried about. Escaping the prison of the Cursed Beast body and taking over their descendant's body? It may sound like an oxymoron, but if their human side is still intact, it makes sense for it to be plotting something like this. Yeah, I'm freezing. Nah, it's not that bad. We're almost at the northeastern edge of the land. Ain't come that fucking far. Yeah, it's safe to say we've traveled across the continent. Incredible. Who would have thought some country bumpkins from Wetherick Moor would journey across Arasia? Excuse me? I remind you, we've been to Sidonia too. When did... Oh, that's right, yeah, I remember now. You need to pay more attention to your company. We brought you the golden cocoa cookie from the trip too! Yeah, it was really tasty. Should have bought lots of it. You can only buy a limited amount because it was a seasonal item. Those were really expensive. By the way, is there a village nearby? No, we're in one of the least developed areas in Arasia. So it's going to be another night sleeping in the forest. Captain, how much longer do we need to do this? Why are we after the Beast of Anguish? We could just know why we're after it. Come on, enough whining. Let's get moving. Certainly help warm up your bodies.
You can't close your eyes. Yes!
Alright, let's do this. Son of light. Burn!
I'll show you true love. I love you. Stay with me forever.
Found this one.
I'm scared. Yep. Yes, Danny. Oh, yeah, run. Hold me till I can breathe no more.
Should we get started? Yeah!
I desire let them escape.
What do you know about this little thing? Oh,
Okay.
You can't close your eyes.
If I must fight, this won't be an easy fight.
Okay.
Damn it!
Prove your this one.
Come the fuck on! Every time!
I think I'm going to faint.
This is why mischance is fucking annoying. When you just get that many misses in a row, it just means the fight takes way longer than it should.
I'll protect you. Take this!
I smell living
Attack.
creatures.
Okay. I'll show you true love. I believe in you.
And, you know, get the actual crit on the one time I don't fucking need it.
Yes, Danny. Oh, yeah. Hold me.
Not what I meant to soul burn for.
Alright, let's do this.
Found. Don't let them escape.
He's going to eat his food today. Give it to me.
Thought it was Rass's turn.
Paralyze me with your love.
I'm losing it.
I think I'm going to faint. To my song. I will shine. Shine free.
Should we get started? I hope you're ready.
I still had enough to do this, so
Prove
didn't matter
your
much.
worth. Once you've faced me, you'll become darkness yourself.
Captain. No, nothing. You sure? Look like I have something to say to me. No. You're driving me nuts, just say it. Ever since I first met you, I've had the impression you hold a lot of secrets. Me? A lot of secrets? Dingo, you said your first impression of him was that he'd make the perfect ingredient for your cooking. They're two different things. And the best ingredient who holds a lot of secrets? Well, you were extremely secretive back then. I didn't tell you things because it didn't really concern you. Not because I was hiding them from you. Besides,
You believe me if I told you I was a vampire and a former Shadow Knight who was banished? You got a point there. How about now? Not telling us the reason we're after the Beast of Anguish because it doesn't really concern us? Well, that's... not because you want to use it as an ingredient for food, right? No. I mean, it's not that I didn't tell you the reason on purpose because I thought it didn't concern you. Okay. Just because I feel like I'm not mentally ready for it. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do when we meet. Base. No matter... Weird how delayed that was. No matter what, I'll chase you. Tomorrow chase you. Forever chase you. There's no escape now. You try to run, I'll chase you. Footprints disappeared. That's weird. Nah, I found them. The beast is headed that way.
It's clear he's tracking the beast's footprints. Bernard and the Slayer seem to have retreated to the fort, but why is he... especially by himself after sending all of us ahead? Find out soon if I keep following it. Ah! He disappeared! He noticed I was on his tail? There's no way. Completely hid my presence. Sure I didn't make a sound either.
It's just bad luck, Coley.
Of course he did. Mr. Elios!
Managed to follow me up until this point without getting caught? No wonder you're called the Silent Assassin. But I picked up your scent when the wind direction changed for a second.
How do you know my...
Well, we've been working together side by side for years now. Of course I recognize your scent.
I see.
Where's the rest of the gang?
It's just me.
Why? Why'd you decide to follow me all alone instead of join the others on the way to Blood Rose Villa?
I was worried. Thought something might have happened to you.
Can't believe you were worried for no reason.
Actually, everyone was quite concerned about you. Well, except Haste.
What did he say?
He just said, maybe Elagos would like some time alone.
Alright, you can go back now, Cully. Take care of personal matters here.
It's also my personal matter to accompany you from this point on.
What are you talking about?
Currently completing Sid's request. He promised he'd leave me alone for a month if I bring you back to Blood Rose Villa without a scratch.
You too. Fine, but follow me quietly.
That's what I do best.
You can't close
It is good again.
Yes.
Bernard's also back to being the character he was before.
Purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
Want to know about my family?
Not necessarily a great character, but one who's not a one-note function of the
I
plot.
desire this flesh.
I'm scared. Go away.
Should we get started?
True love will wrap you up tight.
Not the one I would have
smell
aimed for,
living
Fenny.
creatures. Attack.
I'm a level with you.
Yes, Fanny, all your love will sing. Hold me till I can breathe no more. I think I'm going to faint.
All right, let's do this.
Prove your worth. Don't let them escape.
Okay. Want to know about
Ah,
my
god damn it. All green. Well, let's see how the dice roll. Rolling well from the start, at least.
I'll protect you. This won't be an easy fight.
Found you. Attack.
Papa's going to eat his food today.
Okay.
I'll even eat it, Papa.
Alright. After getting unlucky so many times, only natural I'd get lucky a bunch in a row.
Love
Soon
will
enough.
wrap you up tight.
All right, let's do this.
Yes, Fanny, all your Papa loves me. I'm scared. Listen. To my song. Ladies and gentlemen, let's
Should we
shine.
get started? Take this!
Okay.
So, you saw a large animal passing by?
It was huge. You had to be blind to miss something like that. It was that big. When I first saw it from a distance, I thought my heart was gonna stop. I snapped out of it quickly and hid behind a rock.
You mean that rock?
That's right. I was scared half to death. Praying to every god I know that wouldn't notice me. I was probably in a hurry or something. Just ran off without even looking around. Which way did it go? That way.
As we thought, Mr. Elgos. Didn't change directions or anything.
So it seems. And is there anything else you want to tell us about that day?
Perhaps the beast had something in its mouth.
Come to think of it, I think I saw a limp body on its back. One with blonde hair. I see. That confirms it. The Beast of Anguish took Veronica. That was the fucking what?
But why?
Well, we'll find out when we catch up to it.
Here's the repeatable quest, but it's weirdly early. A lot of greens here again. Hey, mister. You came alone? Or you're expecting company?
Well, I am waiting for someone.
Who?
My friends. My old friends, to be exact. No, they're never going to come no matter how long I wait.
How so?
One guy. I don't even know whether he's alive or not. The other one? Becomes someone so important I barely have a chance to meet him outside of work.
And I assume I wouldn't offend anyone by sitting here for a while.
Suit yourself.
Damn. Will you buy me a drink?
Sure, why not? This is just a dream anyway.
Oh? You're aware that you're dreaming now? Ah, something weird is happening.
Of course I am. First of all, Lucicar's bar has been out of business for a long time.
Ah, so it doesn't exist.
And also, this is a recurring dream. Well, it's not very common for someone like you to appear.
So you're still trapped in the past, Eligos.
Aren't we all? It's not very easy to get out of the rut you've been in your entire life. How'd you know my name, by the way? I don't think we've met before, your ladyship.
Yes, we have. You actually shot at me, too. Besides, how you know I was a noble? Is it that obvious?
No matter how hard you try to conceal it, every little move you make, it's clear you were disciplined and trained from an early age.
Ah, I see.
I didn't know until I befriended the Prince of Terranor. Anyway, looks like you're almost done with that glass. So tell me what you're here for, your ladyship.
I got a request for you.
Wish someone to be dead?
Quite the opposite, actually. Someone I'd like you to keep alive.
What do you...
Just keep walking the path you're on right now. I think I know who this is. Keep going, following the traces of the mortal shadow who dreamt of eternity. Then you'll find out. Mr. Eligos?
Just gonna rest my eyes for a second. Must have dozed off. How long have I been asleep? I think I even had a dream.
About 20 minutes.
I must be getting old.
No, wait, Mr. Eligos, you're never...
Huh?
Nothing.
Ellie, why don't you get some rest too? I'll stand watch.
I'm alright for now.
I see. As I said, I'm getting old.
No, I don't really sleep much.
Alright.
I think I'm going to faint.
If I must fight, no destiny can stop me!
I smell living creatures. This one.
Want to know about my family? Give it to me! Paralyze me with your love! I'm scared. Go? away.
Alright, let's do this.
This was true love.
Got you. And sure, why not that one?
Prove your attack.
Damn it.
Can't close your eyes. Give me all your love. I'll wrap you up tight.
Should we get started? I hope you're ready.
Damn it.
I desire
Don't
your let them escape.
Okay. Was going to eat his
It's all
food
green
today.
again.
Feel it.
Let me just get back to flipping coins to see how long this takes. Oh, good, it landed on heads.
I'll protect you. This won't be an easy fight.
Tails again.
This one.
Heads, nice.
Want to know about my...
Certainly.
I believe in you, Papa.
And heads, alright.
Yep. Give me all your love.
That worked out well enough.
I'll show you true love. I love you. Stay with me. Forever. You can't close your eyes. Listen. To my song. This is my song.
And advance.
Should we get started? Take this!
Prove
Goddamn
your
miss.
Prove your existence with your blood and anguish. I smell living creatures.
Okay. Was going to eat his food today.
Even with misses, when your defense is decreased that much, I can get over ya. Mr. Eligos?
Yeah?
You remember what you told us when we separated? You said you'd join us in a couple of days, but at this rate...
I won't be able to make it on time. I know. Even if we find the Beast of Anguish today, I wouldn't be able to keep that promise. My original plan was to rejoin you right after Veronica's funeral. And I think the Beast would have done something like this.
Mr. Eligos, may I ask you something? Are you trying so hard to retrieve Veronica's body?
That's... I've got my own reasons, as I said before.
Right, I understand, but can I know what those reasons are? I feel like I've never seen you like this, so I'm a bit confused.
You're right. There's a side of me I've never shared with you guys. Let's go, we don't have much time. Ollie, do you happen to remember? The restaurant all three of us, you, me, and Sid, went to have dinner before heading out to Aracia?
Yes? I do remember. It's a restaurant with incomprehensibly expensive menus. Yeah, I remember that.
Was it?
The food was nice there.
That's a relief then. And I told you it used to be a small bar owned by Madame Lucicar, with quite a few regulars.
Right, you'd frequented even before you formed Dagger Sakar, but you didn't mention anything about a madam there.
I didn't? I probably skipped that part because it's not that important.
It isn't?
I wasn't even close with her. Anyway, you said you were curious about the people I hung out with back then, right?
Yes, but you told us there's not much to tell.
I'll tell you now. About my old friends. Me and the other two. We were an extraordinary bunch that made people wonder how in the world we found each other. At a glance, we had nothing in common, but upon a closer look, we're like brothers to each other, even though we didn't exactly share the same blood. Madame Lucicar was one of those who could see what's underneath. Said she wished to stop time and take snapshots of the moments she would like to remember forever. She described our friendship as something that would last for eternity.
Ah, how envious I am of her. Certainly something I'd love to see as well.
Maybe I should have had someone draw a painting of us? Nah, it wouldn't have been possible anyways. Something he kept secret even back then.
He? Do I know that person as well?
Well, didn't exactly have the best reputation back then either. His reputation preceded him. As time passed and the war broke out, he was surrounded by nothing but enemies. If anyone asked me, I'd say he wasn't so bad. Actually, he was a pretty decent guy. He was the first person I thought I could trust in my life, and his impeccable taste in liquor was certainly a plus. There were even times I wanted to be like him. Genuinely wanted to find a way that could benefit everyone in Terranor, and guide them toward a better future. At least his heart was in the right place. It's just that he didn't know his very heart was leading him in the wrong direction. It was forcing him off the edge into a bottomless abyss. In hindsight, it's regretful that I didn't even offer him any advice. I was so fixated on sticking to my own principles, I was no help to him. Hell, I didn't even try.
There's no way for you to reunite with that friend anymore?
He disappeared after that war. His body was never found, but it's highly unlikely for him to be alive all this time. He'd rather die fighting than stand in the court of law alive, I'm sure of it. And for a long time, I'd forgotten all about him. I still have the image of him from the last time we saw each other in the back of my mind, but I cleared it from my head. It's more like I've tried not to think about it too much, to be exact. But then, I met someone very similar to him here in Aracia. Someone who has her head buried deep in her own convictions and ideals, to the point of being self-destructive. Doesn't really care how frustrated she makes the people around her feel.
You mean Veronica?
Yes. Now do you get it? I wasn't able to find Friedrich. I don't want to repeat the same history with Veronica. I want to give her a proper burial if I can.
Your friend was Friedrich?
Did I not say that part? Call me a fool. But maybe this is how Friedrich is giving me a chance to right my wrong.
I see. But, Mr. Elagos, I didn't know you were friends with the former king of Terranor.
Huh? How did you... I said his name out loud, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Like, just now.
You're the only one I told, so let's keep this between us, okay?
Keeping things a secret is what I do best, so you can rest assured. Secret between us.
She is down bad for him, and I can't blame her. Huh? What was that smile for?
Huh? What? What smile? I wasn't smiling. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Stop looking at me.
You weren't?
We should get going now. Seems the Beast of Anguish is slowing down, so we should be able to catch up soon.
First time I met Lady Jane Rowland was when I was in my prime. I was quite young and reckless, so imagine how I felt meeting a living legend and going on hunts together. You also cook with her? So full of myself back then, not dignifying that. What are you asking me about cooking all of a sudden? Bearing a special dish and serving it is a polite way of showing your respect to someone.
It's only polite and respectful if you're a good cook, but our captain, he's...
In any case, she visited me from time to time, especially on the days she took on a human form. Said it was quite fun to be around. You fun?
He is! I've never met anyone as fun as he is.
As we were spending time together, I got to hear and learn a lot from her. Stories about the first vampire lord, and the path my family should take, to name a few. That's when I learned the forbidden blood magic, so I was waiting for the day to become a vampire lord so I could give that a go. Then...
story just took an unexpected turn.
After finding out that awakening was not an option for me, I felt reluctant to meet her again. Felt like I had disappointed her. I postponed our meetup several times, then she stopped coming to see me as well. You never got to meet her again since then? After some time had passed, she came to see me right before I left my hometown. Just like most vampires, she didn't seem to have changed much. She did look tired, though. What'd she say to me then? She mentioned the intervals between her returning back to human became longer. Explains why she couldn't visit you as much as before. Lady Rowland asked me to promise her one thing. She asked me to end her life with my own hands if she never returned to being human again. What happens in the family stays within the family type of thing.
Ah, I see.
Now do you understand why I insisted on leaving on my own? I didn't think it was fair for me to ask you to share the cross I'm bearing. It seems I made you another wrong choice, since the Wild Dog Company is supposed to share everything together, whether it's good or bad.
Fighting the Beast of Anguish. Yeah, she's the Beast of Anguish, and I'm betting... I'm just gonna say it, it seems pretty obvious. I'm betting she's also the person Elagos just saw in his dream there. Captain, the tracks here look fresh. Must have passed by here recently. Soon we're gonna find out for sure. Whether it'd make a good ingredient or not.
Wait. I'll go check first, you two stay here.
What?
Why? It has no relation whatsoever to what Dingo just said. Not that it doesn't bother... not that that doesn't also bother me. I mean, I could still reason with her. It's highly unlikely, but going there with you two, whose faces scream danger from 10 feet away, might make her extra cautious and vigilant.
I don't know. You didn't really strike me as the reasonable type.
I have a bad feeling about this. Don't worry and just wait here. I'll be back in a second.
No lead-ups.
This is a family matter. No need for Dingo and Sid to take unnecessary risks when they could get seriously injured if things don't work out. Yes, even if something were to happen, it should all be on me. Huh? Oh. Didn't expect to see you in a place like this, Genoa. Why are you surprised? Aracia is my home. I could be homesick, you don't know. The other two from the Wild Dog Company tag along with you? Well, came here together on the same ship, but this is something personal. I didn't need to bring them here. I and mighty former vampire from Aracia couldn't have come all the way to this remote area for fun. It's safe to assume that we're after the same target. Am I right? Where the rest of your minions from Dagger Sakar? Probably around here hiding, aren't they? No, it's just me. Just like you said you were, Captain Genua. You think I'd be naive enough to believe that?
Gentlemen, I did think you two weren't strangers to each other. I had no idea you were best friends.
And you are? Lady Roland.
Oh my. Lady? Genua, I thought we were on the first-name basis beyond all the complicated family tree issue. No, that was long ago.
You're right, man. Yes. You did agree on that. Just slipped my mind. Jane, so you haven't completely lost the human side of you, right?
Well, yes and no. No longer return to human form again. At least not in real life.
That's supposed to mean? I see. This place is not real. Look around, Elagos. We're in an illusion of how Sangarat used to be. What do you mean, look around? I wouldn't have known anyway. It hasn't even been long since I've been here. But either way, it's clear this is not where we were standing a few seconds ago.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for intruding in your dreams, Elagos. Just couldn't think of any other way to talk to you besides resorting to petty tricks like this.
You've been completely swallowed by the curse?
Yes, been that way for a while now, and this Jane Roland is a mere afterimage that's gonna disappear soon. Wish I could explain it further, but there's simply no time for that, so I'll just cut to the chase.
What would you like us to do? Wait, let me ask you one thing before that.
Go ahead.
About Veronica and her stolen body. Bernard actually posed a very interesting hypothesis. Said you're trying to use her body to escape from the curse. No! No way, that's just not possible.
I'm not going to deny that.
Jane?
There's a tiny bit of my human ego left in the Beast of Anguish making a last-ditch effort to save itself. Thought it was okay to betray and take advantage of an adored descendant who took after it the most.
Then forget it. I'm not going to accept whatever you're going to ask me.
Yes you will. Because this request is for the two gentlemen who know the value of honor and stand by their convictions. I want you to defeat me and stop the ritual before it's complete. Please, protect Veronica.
Oh, damn. Well, goddamn, I was gonna agree. Jane.
Mr. Elagos, confirm the Beast of Anguish is right ahead of us. We should... Huh? Mr. Genoa?
He said to be right back. What the fuck happened?
I thought I was gonna freeze to death waiting for you. At Dagger Sakar?
I was just about to go and pick you up, I swear.
What in the world?
We don't have time to waste. let's get right to it. This is pretty funny. Both sides
I'm going to faint.
just lied straight up about being alone.
All right.
I mean,
let's do this.
Eligos was lying straight up, but
I hope you're ready.
All right.
like,
Prove your worth. Don't let them
Genuine
escape.
was like telling some sort of truth to that.
What do you know about my family?
In that, at the very least, he didn't intend to bring them here moving forward.
I'm scared. Go away.
If I must fight,
What the fuck?
take this!
Certainly. I desire your this flesh. One.
You can't close your eyes.
Am I-
Love.
What? Unable to be. Come on! That's not what that symbol means! Don't just reuse it for whatever the fuck you feel like, game!
Found you. Attack.
Just a fight where I can't buff at all. In a video game about buffing yourself as a
I
strategy.
think I'm going to faint. What do you know about my family?
What's the
I'll
fucking
protect you.
point?
This won't be an easy fight.
Prove your worth. Guide me to the
God.
depths of your mind. I desire your Don't flesh. Let them escape.
Okay, what is this here? Price of blood. Increase skill cooldowns by 3, end a turn, decrease health by 20%. That's not fucking good.
Listen to my song. Listen to me sing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's shine. Going to eat his food today. It's me.
I guess she can do this every turn now, but
I see with your love.
it's really not fucking worth it.
Should we get started? I hope you're
Wait.
ready.
I will shine. Here. Okay.
I smell living creatures.
Okay, price of oh, fuck you!
Love.
Huh? Alright, she has one free revive. But she couldn't be buffed, so she didn't get her barrier. That's still an exceptionally stupid mechanic for a buff-based video game. It's running away! Still got the energy to make a run for it? I'll track it down. Meow. Considering the injuries it sustained, it couldn't have gone far. Meow. Yeah. I should put an end to it. For her sake, too. That's not a fun fight where I just have to mash all my deal damage buttons with no setup at all. Setup is half the fun of playing the game. You just take it out. Like, all the good characters buff things in some way or another. Permanent no buffing is not fun. Weird, I was so sure it would come this way. You're right. There's no other way out. Mr. Eligos, look at the bloody mark on the ground. Doesn't it look familiar? I was thinking the same thing. This is very similar to what I saw facing Conwell in that border town in Terranor a long time ago. Well, because it's the same type of blood magic. Usually there's an offering in the middle of the magic circle. Like that. Veronica's body. Wait, is the ritual still ongoing? No, the bloody lines are fading away, which indicates the ritual to transfer into the offering's body has failed. But we've already seen before, Circle is going to attract monsters nearby. Brings out their innate desire for the offering. Forbidden blood magic comes with a lot of side effects, that being one of them. We should be expecting a lot of uninvited guests. Please, protect Veronica. Is that what you meant? Oh, this doesn't look good, Captain. Damn it, a horde of good-for-nothings is swarming in. Alright, today is the day I fight for the honor of my family. Let's go, Wild Dog Company. Time to show them what we're made of.
I have your back, Mr. Eligos, as always.
Never doubted you, Coley.
I think I'm going to faint. Hello?
Alright, let's do Purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
Oh, this finally triggered a
I
counterattack.
desire your flesh. This one.
What do you know about my family? Papa loves me. You can't close your eyes. Yep.
I'll protect you. Take this!
Certainly.
Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? They just all went exactly for her and nowhere else, and they all rolled high on their damage random shit.
I'm scared.
If I must fight, Son of Light, burn!
Oh yeah, these are the type of enemy that's the worst.
Prove your Don't let them escape.
What do you know about my family? I love you. Stay with me. I think I'm going to faint.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, because they all get they get combat readiness up at the end of every one of my turns. Oh, and they have buff removal on their basic attack, because that's fucking fair.
I'll wrap you up too.
Found you.
Why the fuck would it aim for that one?
You can't close your eyes. This will stay still today. With me till I can breathe no more.
Should we get started? This won't be an easy fight.
Alright. Oh, good. More green. That's what I wanted here.
Paralyze me with your love. I'm scared. Yep.
Alright, let's do this. I hope you're ready.
Okay.
Prove your Don't let them escape.
Come on. Side with me on this. Come on!
Yes. What do you know about my family?
Finally.
Wrap you up too.
If I must fight,
I smell living creatures.
I think I'm going to faint. I'll show you true love.
Alright, big guy not green, kill.
I love you. Stay with me. I'm scared. Listen. To my song. This is my stage. Shine free.
I'll protect you. Take this!
I desire your flesh. Once
Burn.
you've faced me, you'll become darkness yourself.
Alright, looks like we're done here. Dingo, what are you doing? Such a shame to throw away perfectly good dinner ingredients. I'm trying to salvage some. Just hate seeing good ingredients go to waste. Everything's been taken care of, Mr. Eligos. Good job, now then. Huh? Veronica's body. It's gone. What kind of situation is this? Sure she was lying there just a moment ago. Is it possible someone snuck in and stole her body while we were all distracted trying to fend off those monsters? I don't think the situation was chaotic enough for us to not notice that. Or she just came back to life and walked away. Come on, Dingo, you shouldn't make jokes like that now. It may not be a joke if you consider the possibility. There's zero possibility. What? I see some footprints. To me, they look a lot like the Beast of Anguish's. What do you think, Captain Genua? I agree. Definitely the Beast's footprints. But then, don't you think it's a bit odd that none of us noticed a thing when a beast of that size came by? Even considering we were distracted in battle. Very odd. I don't quite get it either. I never miss things like this. Me neither. Hold that thought for a second. Let's just follow the footprints now. Like, I never miss this. Hold that thought. I'm going to have to explain to you why you're fucking wrong later. Right, we're gonna find out what's happening when we get there. Well, how the hell did this happen? That was the last fight of the entire main story, actually. That was the last fight we'll ever do in the main story until episode 6 comes out. And we all know it's gonna suck too. Because why wouldn't it? The first time I'd ever been outside the fortress. Still remember it as if it was yesterday. Squeaky sound my steps made on the snow, the warmth of my mother's hand, the firm grip of my father's. People exchanging greetings, actors performing passionately, children glancing curiously under the orange lighting, and the air filled with the scent of freshly baked bread. What I wouldn't give to go back to how things were. If it were now, I wouldn't fear the place so much. I wish I could just go back, holding my parents' hands and soaking in the moment's happiness. Not embarking on anything. Just like the way it was. Without having to send off Claudia or anyone else. Hey there, little miss. You alone here? Doesn't look like you're here with your parents. Actually, it's exactly what I was thinking. How nice it would have been if I came here with them. Then I wouldn't be here all by myself. You came alone, and I guess you wouldn't mind me sitting here. It's a fun play, isn't it? Watched it several times, too. You know the story changes a little bit depending on the production. Really? I didn't know. I watched this play only once in my life. Why? You watch it all the time in your subconscious. I was so terrified of the ending that I didn't want to see it ever again. Even the thought of turning into something completely different is just... You were that scared of becoming like me? Yes. I felt like everything that makes me who I am was going to disappear forever, and everything I ever loved would turn their back on me. Of course, it's when I had no idea who you were, that I had vampire blood in my veins. Maybe I sensed that this was the fate that awaited me in the end and felt scared ever since. But you didn't change, Veronica. Did you? The fate you feared didn't come. Instead, a tragedy befell you in another form. I guess you're right. It's just between you and me. But I was also terrified of the idea of turning into something completely different. Thought I was already being punished enough, then a curse much worse than that was just around the corner waiting for me. You mean, having to live as the Beast of Anguish for the rest of your life? Yeah. Thought I was ready to do whatever it takes. That's what I preached about. It's for a noble cause, for a better future, but... when the moment actually comes, and your mind becomes paralyzed by fear, I'm well aware of what you're talking about. You know what? The moment passed and I transformed into something else. I realized something. It could be that I misunderstood a moment for an epiphany. What did you realize? Even though I'll cease to exist and everything will change, the course of the life I've lived will never change. Those people I love, those who loved me, the things I've accomplished with them, the value of what we'd made together. The will of the past that will continue on into the future, it won't change. Just like this moment now. Huh? Let's get out of this theater. The play is over. You didn't fail, Veronica. Really? Neither did I. Well, I didn't realize it until a few seconds ago. Look at those amazing heroes who came to my and your rescue. The final moment of my life. So it's time for you to go out there and meet them. Alright. How should I address you? My ancestor? Lady Roland? Just call me Jane. There's no point since we won't see each other again like this. Bye now. Jane. Thank you. Where am I?
Veronica?
Oh my goodness.
Who would like to revise their smug theory about there being zero possibility? I cannot fucking believe this. Hidden story, connection, end. All stories are complete. Please look forward to the next story.
Is it, Hey, how do I spend those now? Because it used to be they went off automatically, but... like, as soon as you got them. But I've noticed recently that hasn't been happening as much. Like, I didn't actually see myself get the new thing. Did I get another Eternus? I have so many of those. Yes, that's how it ended. That was interesting, at least. Did not like the proper end of the story. The epilogue was a bit nicer, I suppose. Though there's still a lot of questions just left hanging in the air. I assume they'll get to them later, but... Yes, with that... I am finally caught up on, the main story. But I've, still got these to do. I hear some of these are really, really good. I don't know if they get stuff added to them, or... it's just one and done for each one. Yeah, I've unlocked all the side stories. I've done all the 6th world stories. Weird, Renek's side story isn't considered a 6th world episode. What is it considered, then? It's not considered a side story at all and doesn't exist anymore? That's weird. You napped? Hey, Bathwater, you napped just long enough for the stream to be over. Yeah. I'm gonna stop the recording for YouTube here. As always, thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Well, bye, YouTube.